Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Saturday. Glad you're with us today on this big super weekend. We're so glad you're here because we have 3 hours of incredible jewelry on the way and a lot of brand new for you as well. There is so much to get to, but hey, listen, the bad news is it's all limited quantities. I got to say, we've got pieces that we could use, 500 of, and we only have 5 or 3 or 2. So it's going to be a really, really important day to dial in extra early on anything that you see that you love, because we've got some solid gold pieces here that are one of our beloved favorites. Hoop earrings are here. We've actually got some really modern styles. We've got the big hollow hoops that are going to be a little bit more sizable, that are going to be, let me tell you, they're like the pieces I wear every single day that you're always asking about, but we don't usually do a lot of just plain gold. So we've got 2 styles of gold hoops. We have an 1.5 inch in that wider style. They're really beautiful cylindrical style mirror finished hoops in 14 karat yellow gold. We also have, though, a more squared off version that is more oval and square together. So certainly what we could call squoval, right? And we've got some very, very special limited quantities. And then there's also good news on the Blue Wing Block D front. No, there's not a new discovery, and no, there's not going to be a huge array going forward, but we do have an emerald cut today. And it's an emerald cut that is over 9.5 carats. So it's a really big size. It's going to be priced incredibly well. And it also has a real classic style mounting to it. So we're looking forward to that as well. I know that there are 2 emerald cuts, actually. One that's huge, 15, almost 16 carats, one that's 9.5. But don't worry, we'll bring the prices way down for you. Plus, we have some turquoise earrings on the way. We've got some emerald earrings. And then speaking of turquoise, this is something that I never thought I would see. In all the years I've been doing this, haven't seen one yet. Today's our first of its kind. It is a Sleeping Beauty turquoise collar. It's a turquoise collar. That means turquoise stones all the way around, like what we see in our favorite diamond collar pieces, but it's all Sleeping Beauty rounds. So we're really excited about that. Again, it's really limited. So a lot to get to today. If you have any requests, get those in as well. But there's also a lot of one-of-a-kinds. We do have a specialty cut Tanzanite as well. That is our Blue Wing Block D fancy cut. It's in a pendant. It's actually one of the better values that I've ever seen us do in Blue Wings. And that's going to be really, when we do see a couple of Blue Wing stones today, they're going to be incredible values. Some of our best per carats we've ever had on the show, which is really exciting because obviously it's last call. We don't have many left overall. So there's not a lot of time to get one. So if you need one, my vow to you is that we're going to give you the best prices possible, lowest per carats we've seen historically, so that it is easy to get one if you'd like. So that's going to be the day for you. And that's just some of the highlights. We've got some really special one-of-a-kinds, including the piece that we're going to start with that's actually part of a collection. It's a 3-piece set if you wish. It's going to be a ring and a pendant and earrings all to match. But give us requests if you got them. Get ready for Blue Wing Block Ds. Get ready to dial early. Turquoise collar. I wouldn't even put it on, except that we've got such a limited quantity. I don't even think there's going to be time. So we're going to have that and much more. So let me know what you'd like to see. And remember, dial in quickly on this Saturday because we've already had a lot of busy lines before we got this show started today. So I have a feeling it's going to be that day where we see a lot of pieces going very quickly. And I don't want you to be disappointed. So this is the sport of shopping here at TVON because we don't have unlimited quantities because we're working with such rare and exotic stones. So let's take a look at our first. This is a combination ring, and it is really one of the prettier, more detailed combinations I've ever seen us do. And it's going to be item number 1123038. So part of that brand new collection that we love to bring here that has been so much fun in recent days, but it's 18 karat gold to start. And this is the piece that will have a matching pendant and earrings if you wish. So you can get all 3, or you can just, shop them a la carte if you want to. But let's start with a 91 point Congolese blue-green tourmaline. Stunning, isn't it? Cushion cut square, set at an angle, and then it kind of looks like a round at first glance, but it is a cushion cut square. And then you've got 67 points in those round, beautiful pink sapphires that are matched. And we don't see a lot of pink sapphires ever. So we've got the pink sapphires in the round. We've got also blue sapphires that are mixed in, and that's going to be 11 points in the blue sapphires and 9 points in the diamonds. And that's going to continue down the side. So it stays in the 18 karat yellow gold. Only have this one, but of course the set coming up if you'd like to see it. But this is truly extraordinary. And yes, there is Brazilian Paraiba. I promised you some on Thursday. I said there would be a little bit more because I had one piece on Thursday, and boy, was it gone fast. So we've got more in the Brazilian Paraiba front. I actually have some, a lady's ring, a gent's ring, and we also have, we have Brazilian Alexandrite for the guys, and then tomorrow I think is going to be our Brazilian Paraiba. And then we've got the beautiful slices. So we've never seen that before. So let's get started with this one on the hand here. It looks like an itty bitty size, but we'll see if we can get that one on the hand for you. And there it is. So a beautiful look indeed. And you can see how, boy, that faceting of that green, that blue-green tourmaline out of the Congo, one of the newer finds of tourmaline in the world, is really looking gorgeous and lavish, isn't it? That's going to be a one only. Let's see if we can get it out the door affordably. Welcome into Saturday. Hope you're having a good one so far. Big, big, big weekend ahead. And oh, we're so excited to have you as a part of it. So how about this one? That is a $29.99 piece. We're going to do a lot better than that for you. Get it right on out of here. And then look at that, diamonds down the sides. There's a little bit of mill grain on the sides as well, so you get a little extra special detail there. But how about just sending out for $9.99? How's that sound? With all those different stones, tourmaline, sapphires, diamonds. Remember, 2 colors of the sapphires are there. And we've got some of our, I'm truly excited, these Blue Wing Block Ds. There aren't many, but boy, are they well priced. So, and beautiful individual stones that you're going to see. So I've got the, let me show you the pendant. These are just going to be a little bit larger in their carat weights here when we get into the pendant and the earrings, of course. But if you'd like, let's take a look at this pendant so you can get kind of the idea of what the set's going to look like. They're all really identical. So the exact same design, the same stones. Look at this. There's the pendant. So if you wanted to get the pendant, now that, the only difference is this is going to really pair up purple and pink sapphires. So little different color on the stone in the center, just a little more green, but still it's got those blues. That's going to be 1123-036. Also 18K. Just wanted you to have the set opportunity. And that's going to be a 91 point, so same size stone in the cushion cut center. 18 karat gold once again. The real difference is you've got the karat 18, purple and pink alternating in those beautiful diamond cut sapphires. Then you get your blue sapphires as well. Those are those bright, vibrant royal blues, and that's going to be 19 points in the blues and 9 points in the diamonds. In the 18K, let's take a look at how that's finished in the back. And then, of course, you've got your bail, perfect for any of your favorite yellow gold chains. And let's just take this one, $29.99, way, way down. So trying to make this a really kind of a miraculous deal. And then let's take a look at it on the hand here. So this is going to be one of those, that great way to get a little size perspective. Then we'll take it to the neckline, and then I'll show you the length as well. But it is, where's my ruler? There it is. All right, so here's what it looks like lengthwise, and we're still verifying on the ring, so you can still get the whole set if you want to. And then let's see here. That one's going to be about 7/8 or so of an inch in length. We'll take it on over to the neckline, show you there next, so you can see what that's going to look like and how beautiful that is from a distance, but really still that everyday wearable size that we enjoy, because obviously a lot of colors, so that's going to play with a lot. You want to be able to wear it as often as possible. And so that really gives you the opportunity. We'll take it right back on close. And then remember, we do have some really special earrings to go with it as well. But that's going to be, okay, this is just remarkable. $12.99 instead of $29.99. So we're taking even the brand new way, way down in price for you so that you can get all the discounts. And then wait till you see, we have, I mentioned the hollow hoops that we have. We have some really striking, very, very unusual hoop earrings. I've honestly never seen anything quite like it. So we're going to see those too, but they're one of a kind. So lots of hoops today for our hoop lovers out there, but all super, super limited. So keep that in mind. And here we go. That's going to be our last call on that one. Now, do you want to see the earrings or should we skip it? We got the ring. We got the fabulous pendant. We'll wait on the earrings for a bit. And then if anybody wants the most incredible zircon ever, look at this zircon. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This is like a really, really cool pair meets heart meets trillion. It's kind of like all three all rolled into one. So just wanted to show that just to kind of wow you. If anybody needs a little wake up call on this Saturday, right? Anybody just kind of out celebrating and partying on a big Friday night? Well, here we go. Getting you ready for a little shopping extravaganza. And so that's going to be something we have a little later. That's almost a 10 karat on that fabulous, fabulous zircon. So I just wanted to flash that, but we got some really cool hoops. And before we get into our crazy affordable hoops, I want to go ahead and show you what we have in a really designer style, because listen, I can't keep hoops in stock. And you guys, I don't know if it's just the fact that they're hotter than ever, they're classic, but that's the thing. If you already have a few, yeah, you're always probably searching for the new, the latest, the hottest, the greatest. And this is what I would think is going to be just that. And I got to say, this is where you guys are lucky I can't shop the show ahead of time, because I would absolutely have bought these in a heartbeat if I could. And I don't think they're going to be around 112-3062. Now, this is a larger style for sure. It's really, really important to get this kind of squared off design. Now I'm going to show you from the front. They have a really large, oversized butterfly backing as well. So that's going to be nice, and it's really going to be necessary. But this is where you get, and I'm just going to keep on polishing because I got to keep on. I've been polishing these all morning, but they are really special. And so you see, let me show this one from a distance away so you can get an idea here of how beautiful this is. And of course, one of the big moments here is the fact you've got the diamonds that are burnished into the front, but you can see the great size they have. Let me get you a length on them. They're going to be item number 112-3062, and it's got 25 points in diamonds. But this is really about the gold presence, the gold shape. Look at that, with 1.25 inches from top to bottom, and then they're only in the yellow gold. But look at that side profile, and don't think that's going to go unnoticed, especially for my gals who, you know, like myself, like to wear your hair up or back or away from the face, or maybe you've just got a short hairstyle. That's going to be a beautiful way to go. So you see those 5 stones, all identical in their size, right? And then you're going to see them on. Truly, this is one of the biggest butterfly backings I've ever seen in an earring. So you're going to have plenty of, again, support for the back of the earring so that they are going to sit and not fall forward, but sit face forward so that the whole world can see these amazing diamonds. But you've got to see what these look like on. They're so special and so stunning. And then, of course, they're picking up a lot of glare. I mean, we have all these lights in here, so it's a little bit more difficult to always get a sense of the mirror finish gold, but you can see there from the side profile how beautiful those are, how amazing, and kind of, again, there's something very sculptural about them, which is really exciting as well. And then you can see how they look with those diamonds just really set right up and down through the gold, so they set within that finishing so they're completely smooth. I mean, it's really an amazing earring, but they're going to be affordable as well. And so you're getting 25 points in diamonds, 1.25 in length, lots of gold weight, but not heavy. Again, notice they're not pulling at all. Again, thanks in part, they're not falling forward or doing that little, you know, lean that a lot of times heavy earrings do, because they're really, really well set with those butterflies. Let's go back to the wheel, show you the pair close up, and then we're going to get you an incredible value. And they're not going to be that $49.99. And remember, all the mirror finishing goes all the way around. It's through the back. So you're going to see that it's going to be this really cool earring that looks great from all the angles. It's really a stunning style. And we're going to make them really affordable. So come on in. It's our one pair only that we have for you. There again is that side detail. There's that beautiful look that you get with all that mirror finishing. Look at the inside is even really nicely done. And then you can see what it's going to look like from the back as well. So you've got a really good look here. But they are going to be on their way out of here in a hurry, because they're not even $5,000. And this is really where, again, very much, I don't know, I didn't see the stamp of Italy, but they certainly look, don't they, like an Italian design? Just again, that beautiful modern flair that they have, while still being a classic hoop that you can wear and enjoy all the time. But they're not even going to be $2,000 or $19.99. Really going to make these affordable. Just an amazing, amazing piece. And again, for the hoop collectors, this is for the real, true hoop lovers and hoop collectors out there. And it's going to be less than even 15. You know what we're going to do here, guys? We're going to make them only $15.99 on those. And they're yellow gold only. And that's going to be it. And then we're going to move right along, and we're going to be getting to those more affordable hoops. This is the more expensive of the hoops because it's got the diamonds in the VS. But wait till you see what we have when it comes to the hollow hoops in the round and the beautiful squared off style that we have, square ovals we'll call them. And then don't forget, turquoise collar. Let me just give you a little preview of this one, because I know that a lot of you are intrigued by turquoise by the yard and turquoise necklaces, but have you ever seen a turquoise collar like that? Where it's everyday wearable because it's not oversized, but look at how beautiful, all set in gold. And yes, they go all the way one side to the other, all the way around. So that's very, very important. So make sure you stay with us, because we only have a couple to go around for everybody, and I know that's going to be popular. And listen, when we have turquoise by the yard, they tend to be something we need hundreds of. I would have a feeling that a lot of us have been just waiting and hoping and wishing for something like this. So that's coming up at the bottom of the hour. It's about 15 minutes from now, so don't go anywhere. We'll be showing that to you shortly here, but you got to make sure you get in on those hoops at $15.99. Way too low, and those look like they're gone. So coming up, we're going to get to more hoops that are no diamonds. We're going to have some solid gold, all mirror finished hoops a little bit later, and that's going to be coming up, and they're going to be much more affordable as well, so stay with us for those. As a matter of fact, you want to get to our first one now? We might as well, because they're just that limited. They are really super, super limited. So let's get to them. This is that classic style. And I get requests for these, I am not kidding you or exaggerating, every single day. And I think that's because, you know, when I try to wear pieces that don't compete with our jewelry, right? And I'm a hoop obsessed girl. I always have been ever since I got my ears pierced. It's all about hoops. And hoops are hotter than ever before. But this is the style that without fail, I get a request for at least, I would say probably on average, probably 3 or 4 times a day, just for, do you have any plain gold hoops? Do you have any that are a little more sizable? Do you have anything that's not a little huggy, or, you know, the little basic ones that we bring all the time? This is that beautiful, big look, big and bold gold, yes, but it's hollow, because obviously if that was solid gold, not only would they cost about $20,000, but then they'd be very, very heavy, and I don't think you'd be reaching for them every single day. So what I'm so thrilled about is that we can bring you the hoop that I know so many of you have wanted, so many of you waited for. It is here, it is now, but this is not going to last because there are only 8 pairs to go around. That's why we're doing it early. It's a Saturday, it's a busy weekend, it's an exciting weekend, it's one that I think we're all really looking forward to, and yet this is where we pre-party with incredible jewelry ideas that you don't have to break the bank to get. Now, if you've been paying attention to what gold's doing out and about, you know darn well that a bigger 1.5-inch earring like this is going to be huge money. It's amazing what gold by itself gets. There was a day many, many decades ago when you didn't have to spend more than a couple $100s. But now gold's a different story. So get ready, because we're going to blow these out. It's going to be so affordable. But again, they're not going to last. That's the big issue here. They're 112-3013. So come on in on the early side, because every day, people are asking for hoops, plain gold, solid, bigger, beautiful, not necessarily diamonds. This is it. Wait till you see them on. They're at 14 karat solid gold. It's 112-3013. And there's not much going on to talk about except the style. The fact they're classic in nature. The style is amazing. They're 1.5 inches as well, which for those of you going, oh, those might be too big for me. Well, again, that's kind of the idea of having a hoop collection, is that you can hopefully branch out and get those ones that every different day you may. I think that's what's fun about being a woman. There's a lot of things that I think are tough about being a woman. And I think there's the things that we really have an advantage on, which is that ability to kind of change up our look and style whenever we wish. And that can be every single day. It can be multiple times a day if you wish. And this hoop really is that one that if you're just normally in that smaller hoop category, or you're always into the larger, but this is something that's a little more tough to achieve with that bigger, what we call the tire hoop is what it's oftentimes referred to as, where you get that bold look with all that mirror finishing. They have a butterfly backing, as you can see, and we've only got a couple of pairs. So come on in and we'll get you a pair right now. And of course they look amazing, amazing, amazing on. And so really beautiful. You can see how it's finished there in the back. Also, how it's not just like, it doesn't look like it's open. I have a lot of hoops like this in my own collection, and a lot of times they leave the back where it ends right here very open, and then it looks a little more chintzy, I think. This really looks as if it is solid tubular gold all the way around, but they're 14K yellow. And again, only yellow gold is all we have here, but this is the style, and I know they're supposed to be $17.99, but I'm gonna change that up a little bit. And I wanna show them to you on, because this is where I think a lot of people are going, ooh, 1.5 inches, that's very large. I don't know, that's a lot larger than we normally see here. Yes, it is, and that's why we're so excited to have them. But look at that shine and that mirror finishing, and they're bold without being heavy. That's the thing that's so important. Again, it's going to be affordable. They're great for gifting. If you know a hoop lover in your life who wants to have something exquisite and new and fresh and bold and wants something that, let's face it, is going to be timeless and forever, that's really the hoop to get, because it is all those things, but it's still that great round style. They're very flattering on, and they're not even going to be $999. And where gold is at, we've already got 2 gone, so thank you so much. We know these are going to go quickly. So all you have to do is dial, because obviously this is what we can go literally years at a time and never bring you. And so to have just a few pairs today is really, really exciting. Take another look at them close up. They're mirror finished all the way around too. So back, front, sides. Operators, you'll have to let me know how many exactly you want, because we might have a few people taking a few of them to gift, because why not? It's an exquisite piece to gift, but don't worry, they're not even going to be $888 or $777 or $699. I was just looking at gold chains the other day at a big wholesale trade show, right? And the gold chains were $600 for 1.5 grams of gold, things like that. You don't see big, bold gold like this for a price tag like this ever. And it's so easy. Remember, before you go the costume route, because I know for a couple bucks you could go get costume, but those are going to turn, and then suddenly you're buying 20, 30, 40 pairs of hoop earrings over time that's going to end up being more than just what you're paying right here and now. So I say get them here, get them in the gold that just shine up beautifully, that you polish up with a cloth, that are always going to be perfection. If you get a little bit of hairspray on them, it's not a problem because they're the real deal gold. So you just go ahead and clean them up and polish them up, and then you're good to go. Do you have a pair as well? Oh, good. The ones that we had right before this. All right, so the previous hoops are gone, and now, yes, you've got a pair and you've got a pair, and I'll tell you what I'll do. We're already busy on the phone lines, obviously. I get it. This is a really, really rare pair of hoop earrings to have. When we had them way back, they weren't quite this bold, though. They were a little bit smaller and more narrow. But here's what we're going to do, guys. They're not even $599. This is amazing. And you will live in them. And if you've never tried a hoop in 1.5-inch diameter, I think you're going to be really taken once you start to wear them and start to experience them. I think you're going to really be very enamored with the feel and the look and then the compliments you get and the way they frame the face so beautifully. But it's not even $599 a pair. We were already halfway sold out, and we have not actually arrived at the final price yet. So that's when I think you know there's a good value happening. Take a look, and we're going to make it even better, even more affordable, even better for you. It's not even going to be $599. Please yell them out. Get as many as you need until they're sold out. They're not going to last. We know that. And they're only going to be $499. Remember, yellow gold only, so no choice to make here, but a really extremely important must-have hoop. I mean, that's really in the category of jewelry, it's about as must-have as it gets right there. So we're really excited to have it for you. And that's going to be our one, and let's see, the only one we have in that hollow style that's going to be completely round. The ones that are coming up later are going to be a little bit shorter. They're going to be 1 inch, and they're more squared off oval. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But those previous hoops are gone. Can't wait to find out who got those. And here we are, looking at a very special 1.5-inch design for you, and our last call, we'll give them a final 60 seconds, then we're going to be sold out, and those will not be back. We know that because that's just where sometimes we just take advantage of these little bit of these kind of gold, what I call opportunities here, where we work with, that's why we're limited. Obviously, you can produce as much as you want in gold. Gold is not running short, or gold is not in danger of being mined out or anything. It's a precious metal, but it's one of those that the price fluctuates, and it happens to be really high right now, and it's been really high for some time. So this is really special. $499, last call. So how many has everyone taken here? Because you've got one, Allison. Tim, are you still in your first one? Okay, one. Joyce just one. Andy one. And okay, so this is it. Last call and then another. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's going to be it, guys. And our last call, I don't know if they're going to last the 20 seconds, but we're hopeful. So that's going to be it, guys. And last chance on those. And then we'll have the smaller ones later, which are going to be 1 inch and more of a squared off oval design. So those are coming. And stick around for those. And then we're going to get to, do you guys like the opal inlay or no? We've got some opal inlay pieces today. I've got a Brazilian Paraiba that's a one only, so we got to go there. The Brazilian Paraiba, got to show that on the early side. And those of you tuning in just now, well, welcome to last call on the hoop earrings that are the 1.5-inch size. We're really excited. And don't forget, we've got a fancy cut Tanzanite. And at the bottom of the hour, which is only 8 minutes away, we're going to do the turquoise collar and sell that out. I know we have backed up calls, so be patient with us. Not a lot of operators here today, as per usual, but we're working hard to get you through. So here's what we're going to do next. We've got a special pair of black diamond earrings as well, if you want black diamond hoops. Also, we've got that for you. Those are kind of fun. It's our one pair of black diamond hoops, and they're going to have white diamonds as well. And we're going to take a look at these next. I'm going to move those aside. Thank you so much. Give us a call, and let's just get another great pair of earrings. We had I don't know, it seemed like 100 pairs of earrings on Thursday night, and we're going to be similar here today with a lot of great earrings, which is nice because we don't usually have too many earrings for you. But this one's going to be a quick one-of-a-kind pair. It's 111-0836. And it's going to be black diamonds and white diamonds together. Now, this is that front-facing hoop, right? It's still a hoop style. It's going to have a lever back style that clicks closed in the back. But then it's going to be your, almost like it looks like it's tension set or suspended for the black diamond. And you're getting large individual stones here. You've got 215 total weight in black diamonds. So well over a carat each there. And then you also happen to have the white diamonds. They're going to be at the top. They kind of gather at the top, and then they split and then wrap what looks like all the way around. But they're going to stop right. Actually, they do go almost all the way to complete the backside here. So you can see how they really do wrap around, and then you can see how it opens up with almost like a little hinged lever back style. And this one I'm going to try on for you. We'll show this one up close. I mean, there's something really, I think, appealing about black diamonds. Obviously, their versatility they have in our wardrobe. These do have to stay in the yellow gold. And I want to show you the link because this is our famous 3/4 inch style hoop, but this is what they look like from a distance away. Then I'll pop one on real quick, but you definitely want to dial in. There you can see 3/4 inch, which tends to be the sweet spot of hoop earring lengths and really earring lengths in general for you. We can go back real quick and then I'll just pop one on for you. But this is going to be yellow gold, so there's nothing to do except ship them out to you. There's no sizing needed, obviously, being that it is an earring. There's no sizing needed. There's obviously no gold color change on this one, and that has everything to do with the fact that you're getting 2 carats 70 in diamonds and in gold, and for one teeny tiny price, and no, that price is no longer $39.99. Do want to show them to you on very quickly here so you can see what they look like, because this is always, I always remind you with these in particular, is that this style looks much better on than they do just sitting on a wheel, because that little bar in the back is not as much seen. So when you really see them on, you see that split of the white diamonds, that way they wrap around, which is really beautiful, and then the way that, of course, that black diamond is suspended there. And of course, black diamonds are opaque diamonds, so we don't judge them based on their clarity. We look at them for having a great shine to them, which you're seeing there. So first caller, 1 pair only. We're going to make them $999, and that's the only black diamond earring we have in the entire inventory, and that's what they look like on. So just a great drop. Again, a little wider style with that more front facing, so all your diamond payoff is right where everybody can see it, which I really enjoy. And let's go back up close and take a last look at them. So that'll be $999 for the pair, and then let me know, I think we got those last previous hoops sold out, I believe, but check with your operators because they've got a final count, because I have been putting these black diamond earrings on, so who knows what's happened on the hoop earrings, but these are really fabulous, aren't they? So huge value, $999, 1 pair only. Staying in the yellow gold. Again, not going to be, the gold is not the headline here. The gold is not something you really notice much at all when you see them on the ear. It's just really all about the presence of those diamonds and the fact that they're giving you tremendous versatility. In the black and the white, which we don't get to see as often in fine jewelry, are those colors at play. So they are here for you. Then we're going to move on. We got a really special fawn diamond. It's priced like I have not seen a fawn diamond price, so we're excited about that. It's another one only. And then we're going to be getting to that turquoise collar in 4 minutes. Turquoise lovers, I'm calling turquoise lovers. We've got the turquoise collar. I am stunned. I know that looks like that should be about $17,000. I thought so. It's not. You know we're going to bring you value. So let me know in the black diamond hoops. Here comes the fawn diamond, and this is so pretty. It's that lighter shade of champagne with pink undertones to it. And you have this one and only. It's going to be 1110828. This is going way back in the item number, and it's really special. And this is where we've got an important piece. Look at that gorgeous color that you have. It's so pretty because it's going to be still a natural diamond. There's no treatment whatsoever here to this fawn, but it's really in a fantastic bridge with all the white, gold, and white diamonds. There's 85 points in white diamonds around it, under it, and surrounding your fawn. And you can see here, we did set just the fawn center stone and the rose gold there just to really bring out the pinks. And then we've got our Brazilian Paraiba next, by the way. So I'm going to bring out the Brazilian Paraiba ring coming up next. I cannot wait for that one. So that's going to be here, but let's get this one out the door first. Really incredible value. This is what it's all about. Some of our very best values on these weekend shows, and you know it. It's fast and furious shopping. Let's take a look at this on. This is a really affordable way, and it's a wearable way to do a bridge too, because this is not that complicated style. You know, there's a lot now. Don't get me wrong. It's got a lot of gold, and it does have a lot of diamonds to it in every which way, but it's not a difficult or too weighty of a bridge to wear. It's got a lot of versatility on that front, and we're going to blow it out right now. Look at that from all the different angles. It looks great, doesn't it? And so this one's going to be, trust me, the most affordable way to get a fawn diamond that I think we've ever seen, because it's not even going to be that original price of $49.99. Kid you not. Here's the bag, here's the piece. Look at that. I'm just on my own here, on just like my own, giving my own prices and discounts today, because I'm still, quite frankly, I'm still a little bit in sale mode, and we're just making sure we get everything home. That's really important. So when you've got a couple hundred pieces, but they're one of a kinds only, you really got to move quickly. So price tags need to come down, and that's exactly what's happening right now. This one is not going to be $49. It's not even $2,000. And that mounting alone should go for more. We know that. We understand that. We appreciate that. But this is going to go a lot better than even $19.99 or $1,500. We are It's like sirens should be blaring right now because we're under the price of the mounting big time at $1,500. So the stone in the center, which is a VS50 pointer, is free. And a big portion of that mounting is also free because it costs us more to make it. So I would not wait if I were you, because instead of $15 or even $14 or $13.99, we're going to make this really simple and easy. And it's a great one because our Fawn diamond collection is one to run out very quickly, probably before even the blue wings do. And it's $1,299. Let's save you some more and make sure that one's going out in a hurry. And then yes, Brazilian Paraiba is probably going to take us right into that turquoise collar for you. And then certainly most of our big brand new one of a kinds are going to be gone here. So this is going to be our one and only here, $12.99. Make sure you take advantage of that. Then we've got the Brazilian Paraiba ring on the way. It's a fabulous ladies band ring. Oh, so stunning. So almost like a slight dome. We're going to see that next. All right, coming up, let me go. If you'd like that one, we're going to keep on moving before pieces sell, just because we've got, again, hundreds of one-of-a-kinds to get through today. So we want to make sure that you have a chance to pick that one up. Now, here's what we're going to do in Brazilian Paraiba. This is something that is, first of all, I know you've seen Paraibas here. We've been lucky enough to have quite a few of them. What we don't usually see are Brazilian stones. That is the difference maker. That is what makes this such a wow. That is what makes this so important. And that is what makes this, yes, a one of a kind. This is the original source of Paraiba. So before you think, oh, look, I've seen those before. We've seen Mozambique stones. We've seen a few Nigerian stones over the years, but this is the original find ever. This is Brazil. Brazilian material. They have a different color entirely than what you even see out of Mozambique and Nigeria. They are brighter. They do have a smaller size typically. That's more typical. They did not come in the big sizes of rough materials, so therefore you don't actually have a bigger yield. You have a smaller yield when it comes to the faceted material as well. But what a great stone. What a great stone to get for a collectible standpoint and then for the beauty standpoint. And in this band, you know, I think a lot of people, if you invested a couple $1 million or a couple $100,000 into a Brazilian Paraiba stone, you might not feel comfortable wearing it every day, but the fact this is going to be affordable and it's a style that lends itself to everyday wear, I think that's really important too. So let's take a look at it. It's going to be 112-3102, and this one is gorgeous. It's 18 karat solid gold. Well, that deserves it, right? Deserves the best in gold, so we put that together for you. But it's also 19 points in the Brazilian Paraibas, which I'm not sure if that's correct because I don't think there's any way. But that's because they wrap around and around and around and around like you see there. So you're going to get presents from all the different angles. So it's really almost like a slightly domed style without sitting up too high, and 22 points in diamonds. So you get this really fabulous, look at how it's finished on the inside with a little designer insignia there. And then you've got, of course, let's rotate it around so you can see all the finishing on the inside. I love that they even have the carat weights engraved on the inside. So I guess we'll go with it because they're set in stone, so to speak, or set in metal. And so you've got that, again, designer signature. There's your 18 karat gold hallmark. There are your carat weights. And that's going to be, and I would imagine they mean C for color, I suppose. D for diamonds and C for color. So, because I don't, yeah, Paraiba, Brazilian Paraiba, doesn't start with a C. So I think they mean the color versus the diamonds. But here's what we're going to do on that one. Super, super cool value. Here's what it looks like on, and don't expect this one to last because these are about as collectible as any stone gets. You can see how pretty it is from all the angles here when you do have it on. So whatever angle you happen to look at it, profile, front, straight on, it's always going to give you that amazing quality. And it's even something you could stack. I could see you stacking it with something else if you wanted to. But when all of that 18 karat gold comes to play, and then you get these really, really rare Brazilian stones, it does not get much better. And we're going to blow it out right now. $4,999. Yes. 1110828. That's what it says on my bag. But I don't know. If it's not ready, it doesn't matter because it's still here. But here's what we're going to do. Our Brazilian Paraiba with diamonds, even better price than $49.99. One and only. Let's do it. We've got a huge value for you, and it's going to be $1,999. And that is my only ring that we have for the ladies, because everything else in Brazilian Paraiba we've got. And as far as faceted stones, we've got a stone that's actually going to be what we call a slice of Brazilian Paraiba, but it's not the traditional faceting with the bright pop and neon that you're seeing here. boy, that would be great. I'm just thinking immediately, the first thing I would do is say, get me a 3.5, and I would wear that as a pinky ring, which remember, we do the sizing for you. So you're going to decide where you want to wear it, and then we size accordingly for you and what your needs are. But that is a really, really cool Brazilian Paraiba and diamond band ring. So great look and style, and that's our one and only of the faceted Brazilian Paraibas. We saw the pendant the other day, and then of course now we're seeing the ring to go with it. So if you were lucky enough to pick up the pendant, this would also match back, except the pendant was in the yellow gold. So that's the only thing to keep in mind there. All right, let's get to our turquoise collar, because I think that's what everyone's waiting on, and I don't blame you, because this is what we normally like to see in, sometimes we've had a couple of opportunities where we've got a turquoise by the yard, where there's a turquoise bead every so often throughout a chain. This is going to be a little bit more glam. But for people who say diamond collars are not everyday wearable, if that's not your style, there is something about the collar being turquoise, being an opaque stone that's not going to be shining and glistening and gleaming and sparkling, that actually I think does, even if you're not comfortable wearing a typical collar style every day, I think this one, because of the stones and their opacity, might actually lend itself to more everyday wear. So you get to decide, but there's 9 carats 30 of Sleeping Beauty here, all matched in a solid gold necklace. And that's where really we're going to concentrate on the turquoise, but it's important to also remember that, you know, when you have 16 inches of gold, and it's substantial enough to hold stones, and it's going all the way around the neckline, and the workmanship that's involved in that is a lot. So 112-30-20. Are you ready for this? We got 2 available. 2 callers today. We're a nationwide broadcast. We're in 40-some million homes. This is where it is a 9 carat 30 total weight. You've loved the diamonds by the yard. You've loved the turquoise by the yard. You've loved the diamond collars. This is really a best of all worlds, taking this stone, which you can see that color popping from a distance away. You can see how bright, how lively, how lavish they are. That's what it's all about. Getting the best turquoise that has ever been mined worldwide, which is actually from a mine in Arizona, which has since closed, and you get a chance to get it in a way we've never seen it before. So it's going to be, but still everyday wearable. I love that it's not these huge stones, so you don't feel like I need a special occasion and then I'll wear it. No, every day should be that special occasion. And we do have to remark that turquoise, if you're not aware, goes with absolutely everything. So whether you're wearing a pattern or solid, whether you're wearing a pastel or a bright, whether you're wearing neutral or neon, it always works. Always. It is probably the most versatile of stones out there, and yet we're talking about premium material. So solid gold necklace, 16 inches is the length, because typically most collars, that's where we want them. Most collars are 16 inches. They're meant to really embrace at the very, very, very top point of the neckline. So let's take a look at it here on the hand, so you can see that it's going to go. I'm going to take you on a tour because it's going to go all the way around. And then the closure. Look at this clasp. This clasp is really super seamless, right? Keeps the stones going, but then it's got a fold under style safety. That's really important too, because it doesn't then get in the way of really that design. So it's going to be an insert closure, and then you actually have that little notch that I'm holding there at the bottom that flips. So that's going to be how your closure works. So that flips open. That's kind of like your unlocking mechanism. And then you slide it right in. So it's going to be a perfectly secure piece for every single day wear. Look at the brightness of these stones too, and the consistency. I want to show you also up close. And by the way, I think a turquoise looks really, really good with Brazilian Paraiba. They work well together, don't they? Because it's a true turquoise color you're getting with the Paraibas. Now, I know we talked about $17,000. Can I just take this up close, though, to show you the consistency of these stones? Because I think that's so important here. And the way this is done is really, really extraordinary. Isn't that great? So you get the basket work you can see there, and you can see how beautifully set they are so they can be close together. Call me early if you're waiting for the price. I think you're going to be surprised. And it could be the one that only the first couple of callers actually managed to get. So I really want to make sure you're dialing in very early. One is already gone, one is left, and there's no price on there. That's because we understand that TVON is going to give you the best value no matter what. So I wanted to show you the side profile, wanted to show you the way this is set, so you can get all of that beautiful look. What do you think? Just consistent, pure, matrix-free, Sleeping Beauty turquoise through a necklace. I'm going to show it on, and then we already have one gone, so one left. That's what's key here. Yellow gold only, so keep that in mind. Don't want you to wait and sit around and go, oh, it's going to be $20,000. I'll never be able to afford it. And then by the time the price gets up there and you realize, that's a fraction of what I thought it would be, it's going to be gone. We've already got one spoken for and reserved. This is important, so make sure you're dialing in if you love it. Just again, 16 inches, I'll show you where that looks, or where that sits, and where that's going to gather on the neckline, and how beautiful that's going to be. Look at that from a distance. Oh, Such a stunning piece, isn't it? So do you see what happens there with all the way around? And look at the consistency of those stones. That's the beauty of it. And then, of course, it's going to sit right here at the base of the neckline. A 16-inch sits right about here on me. It's a great way to wear it. Let's make sure, though, that we get everybody on the phone lines if you love it, because I know $17,000. I'm going to go right over here to the hand, and then we're going to show you here what it looks like from a distance away. I just cannot say enough about this piece and our value. But instead of even making this one, how about this? I'm so stunned that this isn't going to be $7,000, $69.99. Look at that. Consistent, beautiful, bright as can be stones, and it's not going to be, and it's in solid 14 karat yellow gold. Does stand the yellow gold only. That's going to be it. Look at all the mirror finishing. I mean, my goodness, that's a lot of gold in that necklace to start, and then you've got that great look as well. What do you think? This is not going to be $69.99. $59.99, 2 to go around, 1 is spoken for and gone. This is it, last call already. It's not $59.49 or even $39.99. I don't know how we do this when gold itself is more. Truly, gold is more. Have you looked at what? This is not just a gold chain. There's so much more thickness to the gold when you have those baskets like you do there. You saw it from the back, how substantial and significant this gold weight is. And it's going to be, again, not even $29.99. Gonna fly. We know that. Wish I had more. I wish we did. I wish we had 50 of them. I wish we had 100 of them. It'd be great. But this is how limited we are on everything, even the brand new. So limited, because how much Sleeping Beauty's out there. Remember, it's been really mined out for years and years, and the mine has really no hope of opening up again. And let's show it again up close so you can see that. I just think that there's so much to marvel at with this necklace, and from every view, it's just stunning. The consistency, the quality of those stones, every little bit. I'm not even doing $29.99. We've sold gold necklaces for this price by themselves with no stone weight whatsoever. And now we get to take this even lower than even $29, $2,500, or $24.99. Come on in. This is not going to last. We know that. Never in a million years is this going to stick around. Got to make sure. This is really, 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 really special. No, Mary, that's not it. $24.99. I have never even heard of that. But here's what we're going to do. Instead, on the necklace, let's just blow them out. And again, if you'd like one, give me a call quickly. It's not going to last. We know that. Beautiful, solid yellow gold. You never get collars like this. We don't see them anywhere else. We've never had one. Likely never going to have another one again. So this is the time to get it when it's under $2,000. It's $1,999. Yellow gold only. Stays as is. 16 inches. That's the stacking, the layerable. Definitely a great length to have so that you can wear your other necklaces longer. If you want to add your, oh my gosh, the diamond collar with this would be amazing. So anything you want to do, $19.99 though, in 60 seconds on that one, and we'll see who's got it. So that's it. Just a really beautiful way to get yourself some extraordinary Sleeping Beauty turquoise. And we have just one remaining. So that's going to be that at $19.99. Wish we had a few more. Do not, but that's going to be the way to get it. And we've got a very special fancy cut Tanzanite coming up as well. Big Saturday morning. Glad you're with us. And again, let us know if you have any requests as well. We'll see if we can find you whatever you are looking for. And Brazilian Paraiba ring. My goodness. I have never in all my years, 21 years of doing this, ever had a Brazilian piece stick around past first airing. Like even the $35,000 one we had recently. No. First airing, gone. Collectors know Brazilian Paraiba and need Brazilian Paraiba. So there's a lot of good ones. And we've got that, again, bigger gem weight in Brazilian Paraiba as well. If you'd like to see the slice, it's where you get kind of a different kind of facet pattern that's very organic and very cool right now. So we'll see that too. That'll be coming up. But if you have any questions, let me know. That's going to be our 16-inch, $19.99. Only one left. Let's keep on moving. We've got some gorgeous opal for you. Got a really cool opal inlay pendant that I think you're going to like in yellow gold. And it's going to be our opal with diamonds. And this has got a really nice size bail. So going to work for a lot of different chains as well. And this is, wow, that is, we saw some opal inlay the other day. It only had blues and greens. It was smaller pieces. This is still natural opal. It's just sliced so that you get some really unique shapes to it. And it's going to be also that bigger diamond. And it does have 1123046 is your item number. It's a one only, and this one's got a lot of red to it. Primarily, the oval stone is going to be mostly the bright blues and greens, although there's a tad bit of red. And then you see the amount of hot pink and red that's coming through on the two more squared off styles that you're getting. And we only have one, and it's in 14 karat solid gold, and there's a diamond, but no weight. There's no mention of a diamond, and it's right there. Now the bail is up here. So this is going to be the top of your pendant, and this is going to be the bottom of your pendant. I'll show it to you on with the measurement, but there's only one, and it's you know, it's going to be really easy and affordable. First caller can have it. It's a super special piece here, and I'm going to blow it out. It's supposed to be, I think this is great at $888, considering those are still Lightning Ridge opal inlay material, and that's important. But take a look at that on so you can see how it's really pretty with that almost like streamlined kind of look, with the fact that everything is burnished. The inlay slices are burnished. The diamond is burnished as well. And then you've got plenty of room in that bail for, yes, even diamonds by the yard, which would match with that big round you have. There's no carat weight on opal inlay. And they didn't even mention a diamond. So there is one, but they didn't mention a carat weight. So it's about a 1 or 2 pointer. But that's what it looks like on. And we're going to do it for $399 instead, just to send it on out and get that one home very, very quickly. At least that's the hope. So $399, if you'd like that one. You can see how in a little lesser light, how really bright and glowing those stones get when you've got really good opal, right? The beautiful blues and greens. It's a first caller situation, and it's $399, and we'll go back to our wheel and take a look at it close up. So that's going to be a one only. We do have some opal inlay earrings as well. If you'd like to get those, they're not an exact match, but actually these are not inlay. These have got a carat weight. So we'll have some stones for you, but $399 for opal and a diamond, and of course a lot of gold as well. That's really going to give you that look of, when we get really extreme high-end opals, they give that color, right? So I think this one is gone. We'll see who's got it. Then I'm going to show, let's just go ahead and show you the earrings to match. That when I say match, they could coordinate really with any colorful black opal. This is the earring. Look at that. This is so pretty. These are actual, these are not inlay. These are stones. They're ovals, they're faceted, but cabochon cut, of course, being that they are opals. And it's 112-3080. And we have done a great job of coordinating these stones, but keep in mind that you're also getting the post and butterfly backs and this more geometric style. They're meant to sit in a diamond-like shape, so upright, where you have point to point, northeast, southwest, but they're in the yellow gold only. And this one's going to be a quick look at 49 points in opals, and no diamonds on these at all, just about the solid gold that's in the yellow around it. And then that way that you've got the gleaming of the gold. Yes, blues and greens are intense here. That's most of what you're going to get here, is those bright blues and greens we love. I'm going to show them to you on as well. And I think you're going to be very pleased with the price tag that I've got, that is no longer $1,299. Yes. Thank you. Pendant gone. You're talking about the pendant we just had. All right. So the opal inlay pendant is gone. And then they might want to think about these earrings, because they're pretty matched in the colorways that you're getting. And let's make these $399 as well. Okay. Same deal. $399. And there you can see they're about 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom. And then it's going to be a post and butterfly backing as well. And then I will put these up against the ear so you can get an idea of what that's all about. But those are special. These are, again, faceted stones, not inlay. So instead of being a slice or a sliver or just a little tiny bit of opal material, they've got a nice actual cabochon cut to them in the oval. And then you can see how they've got a lot of different colors to present to the eye when you see them. So they're going to really go with a lot and go with everything. And that's the beauty and the versatility of a great opal. And you see them right there, showing aquas, showing greens, showing blues, reds, yellows, pinks. All of that is happening. So last call, $399. Let's go back to the wheel and take a look at that one-of-a-kind pair of earrings. And hopefully those will get a home, and I think they are. And that's just a really nice wearable earring for $399, no doubt about it. And coordination is beautiful on those opals. Okay. No, Mary, I'm sorry. That's not it either. That's not it. Nope. But that's a good guess, too. Had those before. All right, so coming up, let's get to our last. Do you want to get to our last pair of hoop earrings? We've got some 1-inchers here. They're going to be solid gold as well. And then top of the hour, we'll get into, we got a big Tanzanite deal for you. I know a lot of you are waiting for the emerald cut Tanzanite. There is a 9.5, there's a 16, 2 gorgeous emerald cuts today. Also have a designer Tourmaline for you, and a really, really special, let's not forget, we've got some Trapeches emerald earrings as well. So a lot to get to, but for anybody who wants a Tanzanite, a blue wing block D in a really fancy cut, we have got one in a big, big way today. So this is going to be on the way here in a little bit. Let me know if you'd like our last of the turquoise necklace. Never in a million years did I think we would have one of those available, but don't worry, I will buy it. It's going to go to my home, if possible, at the end of the show. I am a turquoise obsessor. I love turquoise. I think it's the coolest stone. And pretty excited to see a caller. Haven't seen one before. So here we go. Next up, we're going to get to our very last pair of hoops. We already had the hollow hoops, and I think they're sold out. And now we've got another hollow hoop, but look at this. This is going to be really special. So this is more of what I call kind of the squoval, because it's a little bit more of an oval shape. Now it's a rounded style, meaning it's kind of domed and kind of rounded in that hollowed out hoop. But then, boy, these have a really rich gold color to them, don't they? This would be very, very special here, very limited, 1123019. Is coming up, and this is going to be a really, really special way to go if you would like. Hi, Susan. Happy Saturday. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. And here's what we've got. Hollow rectangular, but not really rectangular. So like I said, there's kind of an oval meets a rectangular shape. So let's take a look at this, because from a distance away, you're going to get a much better idea of what that's all about. See what's happening here? How they're completely rounded, much like the hoops we had earlier. They're hollow, otherwise they'd be too heavy. They're 14 karat gold though, no silicone inside, just all, this is not an overlay, this is not a vermeil, we don't do that. But you can see here the post and butterfly back, and then the way this is still going to give you that dynamic, bold style we're seeing, where you're getting a lot of look and then a lot of gleam and shine off the surface of the hoop from every angle, front, back, and sides. But then you see how it's going to have that more oval shape because it's longer than it is wide. And then you've got that really good, almost like, it's kind of like it's subtly rectangular, right? So oval and rectangle together. And it's a special look in the hoop, but I gotta say they're really affordable. And if you, again, want to expand the hoop collection, right now, more modern hoops are just like this. They're wider, they're bolder, and they're definitely gonna be that give a lot of surface area, give a lot of shine. That's what the idea is behind a hoop like this. So 14K and 1 inch in length. And let's take a look at them on, because I think that's the most important thing is how do they look? Well, they're gonna look like that beautiful style we saw earlier, but again, not that big rounded shape, but a little more squared off. You can see how they're open in the back slightly, and they're light as a feather. So that's the beauty of it. They're easy to wear. They're great for every day. They're beautifully stacked with other earrings as well, but they're also going to be really affordable. They are 1 inch in their length. So this is that really basic style that I know everybody's comfortable. If you wear a drop, usually a 1 inch is usually that happy point where everyone wants to be. And then we'll take another look at them close up. And then what we're going to do is, and they still have that nice oversized backing. That's a butterfly backing. So that's going to be there as well. And again, just beautiful mirror finishing. I know they show like every little detail here up close because they're picking up some glare, but let's take a look at when these are all high polished. And you see here how beautifully done they are. So it's going to be a super affordable piece. And again, we love having our solid gold where, you know, so often what we do is diamonds and stones. So it's nice to have something a little bit different that's just going to be classic for you, maybe great giftable. $9.99 is where they're supposed to be. Isn't that the greatest thing about a hoop like this when you get a little more of that hollow design is that it does give you the bold effect without being heavy, without being something that you're, you know, invested $20,000 in, so you're scared to wear it. That's what's so great about this is that it's wearable, it's comfortable, it's beautiful, but they're also going to be $399. So a $1,000 earring goes under $400 for you instead to make these hopefully disappear very quickly, because I think that's going to be the value we've been waiting for. So huge value and moment there for our hoop lovers, and that will be that. And then we got to move right along because we got a lot to do today, and we've got a Tanzanite deal for you. Top of the hour is coming up in about 10 minutes. We've got only a few pairs to go around, which is why we're just selling them out low and low. That's what we're doing all day long. We got the Fancy Cut Tanzanite coming up next. This is a beautiful designer piece. It's actually an enhancer. I know we got a lot of you asking for enhancer bales. Look at that Tanzanite. We lended our favorite blue wing Fancy Cut. And this we'd forgotten that we had done, actually. We'd forgotten a little bit that we had this for. We had put this aside early on because it's a fancy cut and more unique, and we gave it to this big designer to work with so that they could customize something around it. And they did, and it's finally done. And so we're really excited to have it for you. So we kind of collabed with a great big designer on these coming up, and we'll show you the big Fancy Cut Tanzanite coming up. That's going to be a huge 1157. Fancy. That's not it either, Mary, but thanks for yeah. Nope. We've still got people guessing. Last when I left you on Thursday, we were guessing about there's a premiere tomorrow that's happening on a stone that we've not had before, so to speak. And so we've still got everyone playing the game of guessing what that big grand reveal is going to be tomorrow when we see you on our big Super Sunday show. I can't wait to have you with us tomorrow. Now, if you want those earrings, they're still available. You can grab them. $399. For a solid gold earring. Okay, so let's talk about this Fancy Cut. So I will say, when we had the original collection debut, when we had the stones before they even made it on the air, when we met with the designer and the collector who actually had these blue wing block Ds, we had set a few of the Fancy Cut stones aside, and we'd given them to a very well-known designer who you've probably seen on television before. And we gave them to this well-known designer to work with, to custom make some things. And this is now here, completed and done. It's just truly magnificent because it's almost like having an elongated, think about it like a trapezoid cut in a way. It's a huge blue wing. Let's take a look at it because I'm going to move these hoops aside, and then let me know who wants those $3.99 opals, by the way. And then this is the blue wing block D that I'm so excited about. I guess it's going to need my help here. But this one comes with a chain. It's an enhancer bail. Look at that fancy cutting, and this is one of our larger stones here for you. And it's 1123123. So excited you're with us today again. We've only got 2 hours left. So if you want a blue wing block D that is incredibly affordable, this is going to be the way to get it. And it is all done in 18 karat solid gold. You can see the red flashes. So this is almost like the point at the top is almost like an obelisk cut. Then you have a little more of an emerald cut influence at the bottom, but totally unique. We've never had a cut like this before. And it's going to be 18 karat solid gold, 1157 on the blue wing block D, 12 points in the diamonds, which are going to be, well, did you see the burnished one in the bail? And then you've got a princess cut at the bottom, and you've got some pave at the bottom of the piece as well. This is really spectacularly done, and I gotta say it's the only one we have, and it's an enhancer bail. So this means you're going to be able to open up that bail. You can put it on strands of beads, you can put it on pearls, or you can just, don't worry, you can just put your chain right through it like we did here. You don't have to have this, extra special fancy kind of chain with it. You can just put your favorite chain right through the bail, just as we've done. Let's take a look at it on. You get the chain with it though, so just in case you don't have a white gold chain, that's done for you as well. Here's what it looks like from a distance, so you can really see that size and the beautiful colors it has. And being it's an 1157 stone, watch the length you're going to get here. Here's the length that goes from top to bottom, and remember it's all 18 karat gold, designer insignia and finishing on the back. This is 1.25 inches from top to bottom, and then we'll show it on the neckline. So one of our fancy cuts that we decided, we just wanted to have some really great designer touches to it, and look how beautiful. See, in a lower light, you really get to appreciate the color that has and the saturation level and how it does have that point, kind of a point at the top and then that lower, wider base that's going to be really unique and perfect as a pendant, I think. So again, enhancer style bail, or chain comes with it where you're going to get a lobster claw closure. You've got 18 inches to work with there. And let's go right back up close and take a look, because this also is going to be one of our best per carat values we've had on a blue wing block D ever. So that's pretty exciting, because it's not typical that the fancy cuts get a low price like this, and we're going to make it a lot better than $13,999, which is literally what it's supposed to get. If you want one of the bigger stones left, and of course we have not seen this cut until right now, it's a beauty, that's for sure, and we're going to make this one, get ready, because this is one of our best values all time. Even if it were just $11,000, that's $1,000 a carat. Think of how remarkable that is for Tanzanite. Nobody's doing Tanzanite, even basic Tanzanite, for $1,000 a carat. We're taking it lower than that. If we went another half off and made it $6,000, well, then essentially it comes down to about $500 a carat. That's great too. But instead, we're taking it lower. We're going to make this one of our best per carats ever. So you know who you are if you're needing a blue wing block D in a pendant, because still what matters is that you got the color that matches, right? Nobody else is going to have this cut because it's the first one we've had. But if you have another Tanzanite, whether it's a round or a cushion or an oval or anything else, if it's from us, it's blue wing block D, so you want the coloring to match, and that's what's going to be the case here. And it's not it's not $4,000, it's $39.99. And I did the calculation for you at $39.99. Do you know that's going to be under $350 a carat? So when you're getting 11 carats 57, and that doesn't include the chain or the gold or anything like that, that's just $345 a carat. So that is one of the top per carat values we've ever seen, and that's really exciting because you're still getting gold, 18K, you're still getting the chain, you're still getting the diamonds, and all of that is going to be one of our best per carat. So that just equals one huge value for anybody who's looking for a really special, unique, and designer stone. That one's gone. Congratulations. And then here we go. I do have a blue wing, but you know what we're going to do before we go to our other blue wing? I've got this designer pendant, and since we're on designer pendants now, I was so stunned to see this. I was completely baffled. I know this piece well because it's been here as long as I have. So we've kind of, we've had our whole TVON tenure together. But it's been like $20,000. And that's because it's 1111089. It is the most remarkable blue-green tourmaline. It's one of those Congolese stones, 14 carats, elongated pear shape. We could call it a kabuki cut for sure. It's definitely double the length as it is wide. We know that. Thank you on the Tanzanite pendant, by the way. Congratulations. This is going to be a 14 karat tourmaline. Has blues and greens almost as if it's indicolite, almost as if it's Paraiba, but it's just described as a blue-green tourmaline. This is wild. 55 points in diamonds, designer piece. It's been lots of money. Lots, because it's a really unique stone. And with all that size, being that it's 14 carats, you still get clarity that is beyond. Take a look, because you don't find a flaw in that stone. You cannot find a flaw. Look at that gem. Watch what happens as it moves, because this is the kind of ripple waterfall effect you have. There's blues, there's greens, there's blue greens together, there's golden greens as well. Look at that, 14 carats almost, 55 points of diamonds, custom made in the yellow gold. We're gonna go ahead and wait to see this on, because the size, the length, it's dramatic. Well, the reason it's out here among all these brand news today and everything else, the reason it's here is because we are making this one crazy value. I know that there was a sale event that wrapped up on Monday. I'm aware of that. I was here for it. You know, $79.99 was the sale event price. You would have spent $79.99, you would have taken $800 extra off, and it would have ended up being about $7,200. Instead of that, we're not doing that anymore, because we need to move some of these really highly collectibles, and let's face it, some of the pieces didn't make it to the sale event because there was just not enough time with all the requests that came in. And so look at this, from the length perspective, 2 1/8 or so in the inches. I would say it is a little over 2, just to be clear there, as you can see right there, 2 1/8 really is what it is. So I'm gonna try it on. It stays in the yellow gold. It's not 7,000. And this is where I will guarantee you this is going to go. So please, if you like it, call me early. It's a collectible just for the stone. Look how beautiful it is from a distance away to get that size. And you can see how I'm just going to move it a little bit itself. And what you're seeing there is almost, it's like supernatural, how those different colors transition through that stone like they do and give you light that just goes all the way through. And it's almost like you see the more intense. I mean, this right now, if I hold it there, it looks like half of it's indicolite and half of it's Paraiba. But you see how those colors just basically transition right through the stone. Do we have anybody thinking about it? Collectors, lovers of the exotics, lovers of the unique, lovers of the specialty, because this is it. It's not 7, it's not 6. I was absolutely blown away at the discount we've got this to. After all these years, it's been here for about 7 years. Take a look at it up close again, and it's not going to be 7 or 6 or 5 or 4, I don't know. This is the moment to take it. Obviously, it's one moment in time to get it, and then it's going to be gone forever. And then what do? Never going to see another one like it. We know that. It's not even $3,999. This is insanely good. And we are ready to make it even better. $2,999 to get it at home right now. One only, and top of the hour has just arrived. So we still have hoop earrings here. We still have a few really key pieces like our opal earrings that we just had. We have now this one at $29.99. Amazing value there to get a tourmaline that is flawless to the eye. I'm sure there's maybe something, although honestly, we are giving a very up close look at it. I cannot find a flaw in this stone. What about you? Let's look at it through the back. See any flaws through the back side of the stone? See any through the profile? Looking at it through the pavilion, see those goldens into blues, into blue greens. It is stunning. And it's $29.99 first caller, custom made piece, obviously around that gorgeous lengthy drop that you're getting that is just stunning, stunning, and more stunning. You'll love it. And if you're into the blues and the greens, that's the one to get right there. Now we do have a blue wing block D ring or 2. We've got 2 emerald cuts today. We've got the 15 karat plus. And then we have a 9.5 carat. They're going to be our last calls on the emerald cuts. That has been the #1 request I've been getting, is for not just Tanzanite, but emerald cuts specifically. So we're going to bring some of those out for you. We've got 2 available, and they're both going to be going out today. If you have any questions on that one, $29.99 seems a little bit too low. I know that. I'm aware of that. I agree with that, but it's got to go. And if you want the black diamond earrings, the Brazilian Paraiba ring, the hoop earrings, anything we just showed you, give me a call. We'll get those for you. This is a very, very important Saturday where we've got a lot of brand new for you, but gone through a lot of it already. So if you have any questions about anything, feel free to give us a call. And then this pendant, yellow gold, stays as is, got to go. That just cannot stay here. It is a superstar. Of all the gems that we've had that have been collectibles in our inventory all time, that really is always one that gets the most mentions, right? Is this beautiful, we all know it, that beautiful blue-green Congolese, and it's just, it's exciting. So first caller situation, now we're gonna get to another big value on a Tanzanite for our top of the hour, because this is what everyone's been waiting on, and this is what everyone's been hoping for, and I get it, it's a busy Saturday, and it's a busy weekend, and we're so excited to have you with us, joining us for a little bit of our shopping party here in celebration, but this is where we're gonna show you our first of the 2 emerald cuts that I have today, which are also the last of the emerald cuts we have overall. You saw the fancy cut pendant go. This is a really good day to get anything you're looking for in blue wing, because obviously at any moment what you're seeing are the last of their kind. Welcome to our show. This is TVON. It's Saturday, and we hope you're having a great February and a great weekend so far. And what we're about to see is the big emerald cut. 15 carats 83, a blue wing block D, vivacious neon. It is the ultimate level, and it's going to be a huge size. That then later we'll see the 9.5 carat, but either way you're shopping, yes, they're big stones, but the price tags are teeny tiny microscopic. So I think you're gonna like this, but this is where you gotta get to the phones, because there's only one, and that's the key. And then our emerald cuts are done, because that's what everyone's been asking for. Everybody has been begging for more emerald cuts. The #1 cut that everybody's asking for is the emerald cut. We are gonna have some earrings to match, by the way. So it's an emerald cut day. We brought them all out, put them on this Saturday show, and is the time to get them. So let's take a look at this. This is the big emerald cut that we have for you, and that's going to be the 1583. And unlike some of the bigger emerald cuts before it, where sometimes they leave a little bit of a void of color through the back, or through the center rather, you're going to see here it's consistent, amazing saturation. 111-8738 starts us off, and you know who you are. Michael's looking for an emerald cut, right? A lot of people are. This is the one to get if you can go really extra jumbo in size. Let me see if I can get a little extra polish going on the band there, and then we're going to move it around a bit so you can really see the red flashes. It stays in the white gold, and does have a finished under gallery as well. So it's going to be actually emulating the cutting of the stone here. So you can see there's the under gallery. 15 carats 83 is the size. 61 points, and the diamonds go all the way around. It stays in the white gold. So that's the one caveat here. We can size it for you in any size. So if you want to wear it on an index finger, middle finger, ring finger, wherever you want to wear it, it's fine. But look at how beautiful that saturation is. And now we just need to get to the price of a lifetime. That's the largest we have left. It's the one to own. Even some of our bigger stones, especially bigger, it's more susceptible when they're larger stones. In emerald cut, usually they will have that little bit of a lighter color through the middle, right? They can be a little bit void of color through the center. This is going to be, and there's a reason they're all going. And, you know, we want to make sure that in this kind of last call situation that Tanzanites are in, we're trying to make sure that we make them more affordable, when, let's face it, the exact opposite should be happening. They should be elevated in price, not lower. So it's really exciting to be able to do this. Now I'm going to try it on for you so you can see the size, because that might be the question here. Is that the good news is today I've got a 956 for you. So if this one is too large for you, stay with me. We're going to bring you the 956 coming up. But if you want to go big and bold and you can handle a really big collectible, and you see how when that moves, notice the center, because this is a big deal. It's the red flashes, yes, but notice how the color is pure and consistent from the top to the bottom, from the one side to the other, and all the way through that core center of that stone. It never ceases to just give you the ultimate saturation level. That's what Blue Wing Block D is all about. There's no better material in the world than Blue Wing Block D, and that is what we've got. So at least for the next couple of days. Here's your chance to pick it up. Do we have anybody thinking about it? It is a one only, obviously. We know that. We're aware of that. And now we're going to make this one, the $20,000 piece is going so much less than that. It's your time to pick it up. What can I tell you? It's not going to last. It's one of our lowest per carats. It's going to rival what we've been seeing of late, even though it's a huge fancy cut. We know that. It's going to be better than even. $19,999 we don't like. I get it. I don't like it either, because that's going to put it kind of where, let's face it, that's going to be about what a 5 carat is elsewhere in the world. So given the choice, you're probably going to take a 16 carat over a 5 carat if the amount of money is the same. Now, granted, that 5 carat would also be a lighter color. So I'm not sure that's going to be for everybody. But this is where you get premium level, pay less than you ever would for any lower quality out there in the world. That's the beauty of what we offer. That's the promise we make. We have the greatest values in jewelry. Value is not about a cheap price. It's not about a low price. It's about getting a lot for your dollar. You work hard, you know you need to stretch that dollar out. This is luxury jewelry. We're not selling, you know, live or die pieces here. They're pieces that add to the luxury of life, right? And the beautiful pieces that we deserve to have, that most people have to have millions of dollars to get this kind of quality. And when you shop here, you don't have to. Take a look. It's not even $99.99. Do you like this one, Tim? I'm so glad they're on the phone lines early because we got a value coming your way that's not even half of that, $99 or $89 or $79. Even at $69.99, supposed to go, you know what? Make it even better. Not even $6,000. Not even $59.99 for our 15 karat 83 white gold only. Remember, 14K on that one. Great finishing on the inside, replicating the cut and the design of the stone. That's basically built within it, and it's not even $59.99. This is a first for us. You've never seen this piece offered at this lower price. There's that beautiful, I want to show you the two different types of settings that are done here in the basket. There's a dove's tail design on the sides left and right, and then there's a little bit of a round, kind of a scrolling work cutout that's on the top and the bottom. So you see it there. See, it's like a little S scroll that's happening. So I wanted to point that out so that you've got some different basket work on each side. That's the beauty of that stone with the red flashes. It's not even $5,500. It's $54.99. Our lowest price ever on that one by far, and that's the largest of the emerald cuts here. And remember, that comes down to an exact per carat of $347 a carat. So that would be the time to pick it up, because obviously it's going to go to somebody, and we'd like for you to have it. If you've always wanted one of the bigger stones that we've got, there it is. That's really one of the bigger stones that even when, if we went back in time 5 years ago when we had a plethora of them, that would still be one of the largest carat weights we brought you. So huge value there at $54.99. Then we do have some earrings. They're not going to be quite the per carat price, but we've got another emerald cut in the 9 carat 56, so stay with us for that. And then we'll do some amethyst, and we'll do some yellow diamonds, and we'll do some gorgeous golden pearl. I had pearls the other day that all sold out, but we had Tahitians and white pearls, and we didn't have any golden. So I want to bring out a golden pearl ring for you, and then we've got some turquoise earrings as well that have a big carat weight, and so much more. So let me know if you have any questions about that one, but that one's our lowest per carat. It's got a brand new price tag, and we've taken a lot of extra money off that one just to make it easy. So let's get to our golden pearl. This is such a fun ring here, and it's got that natural color, which is so rare and exotic in a pearl. And then again, look at that from all the angles, just so you can see the gorgeous flashes off the step faceting, the reds that are all the way through. It is just a dynamic stone. So I hope you will get it early, because that one's going to go today. We're verifying right now. We'll get to our golden pearl, which is all natural. This is a South Sea golden pearl, not dyed, not enhanced, not treated in any way. But because it's such a large stone, we decided to put it in this really wide band. Now, wide band, not uncomfortable band, because it's got all these cutouts. It's going to cinch in towards the center where your golden pearl is. It's 111-1151. So excited this is here, because obviously pearls have been a thing lately. We've been lucky to show you a few of our exotics, and now we're looking at the golden pearl in this huge millimeter size of 11 millimeters, and also 43 points in diamonds. Notice how it goes white gold, but it goes diamonds and then mirror finish, diamonds and mirror finished. And basically it's like a look of a split style that then is going to cinch in towards the center. It just kind of even pronounces that quality and that size of that pearl even more so. And then you've got it in white, yellow, rose. We're going to change the gold if you want to, but this is obviously one of those more pricey pearls. I know pearls are everywhere, and I was just looking at them the other day on television. I randomly ended up on looking at some pearls, and I'm thinking, you know what? There's a lot of really inexpensive, really just kind of whatever pearls. They're the ones that, and I know it's hard to differentiate because they can look a lot alike, right? And so it can be tough to know the difference between what's a natural pearl, what's a faux pearl, what's a really exotic color, what's not so much. Well, remember, the white pearls are kind of basic, right? It's like you liken it almost like you do white diamonds to all the fancy colors. Pearls are much the same. Gets a lot more exotic when you get into really unique colors like goldens, pinks, purples, lavenders, all of that. This is where you're getting a huge pearl. 11 millimeters, it's kind of like if I had a 10 karat diamond, you'd be excited, right? You'd say, wow, a 10 karat diamond, that's a big deal. This is kind of equivalent to that. It's a big stone, and it's a really affordable price tag. And it's going to be, you know what, 0 to start, $100 increments, whatever you want to do. I don't care what it goes for. I just care that it goes to somebody. Because when it's an 11 millimeter pearl, that is something that I know you can walk into the designer world and spend $40,000 and $50,000, and it's not dyed, not enhanced, not treated. Just going to put it on the auction block, and we'll see what happens. And no reserve. There's absolutely no reserve. No reserve at all. So whatever it goes for, it goes for. If that's $100, fine. If it's $3,000, well, that'll still get us closer to cost, but not quite there. This piece, for the record, is $37.99. That's where it's supposed to be. Let's try it on so you get an idea of the size. There's obviously a lot of gold here. That's a wide amount. Now, that's a big ring. So it's a bigger ring. You can see it's got a lot of gold weight to it. It's got that beautiful design where it's diamonds and gold alternating down the sides here, so you get a really beautiful flush setting the band. That's a big ring, and you could put it on the middle finger or the index finger if you wanted to. And it's a perfectly round pearl. We were talking about this with the strand stations I had the other day. You ideally want round pearls. You don't want pearls to be, ideally, you know, if you're looking at the best. We have a $500 open as we look at it up close again. $500 is our open. Thank you, Allison. Who's your power bidder? Sherry, thank you. $600 has just been bid, Sherry, so we'll see who Jess has got. $600 now is the bid. We're looking for 7. Tim, did you all, okay, you had, yeah, Jess was a little bit before you there. So we have only 2 bidders and we're at $600. And it's like having, what do you have there? Multiple bands of gold on the sides, 8 different bands of gold and diamonds. They alternate. It's kind of, you know, it's a big deal to get a lot of gold like that. $700, we have 2 bidders. There's still only 2 bidders, by the way. We just got 7. It's to Allison's bidder. She was first. So we're at 7. We're looking for 8 or more. $800 we have, 800. Now, remember again, you want it to be round, you want it to be smooth, you want your pearls to be ideally, this is ideally, most are Baroque, which means they have a lot of those kind of, you know, potato shapes, they kind of go oblong, they go a lot of different directions, they have a lot of characteristics to them, not this stone. And okay, so we're down to 1 bidder. A little earlier than I thought we would be, but hey, here it is, last call, we'll give it 2 minutes. If anybody wants the pearl, this is how it works. We are doing a live auction. There's no reserve. Right now, I love that there is $3,000 of savings. $3,000 from where it should be to where it is. You can choose your gold color. So if you want to go tonal and match the gold and pearl, you can do that. You can go tonal, you can go opposite, you can go rose gold. I wouldn't recommend rose gold, but you can do it. It's up to you. And remember, the white gold's a great contrast, so you can keep it there. And then you have the diamonds that look so good with the white gold. So it's up to you, but it's not even $800 normally. So again, what are we looking at? We got 1 bidder left. Let's give it 2 minutes. This is it. It's a phone call away. We give it 2 minutes so you have a last call to jump in if you want to be. So if you want to be a participant, this is the way to go. So take a look at it one more time. We've got our 2-minute clock going and we'll see if anybody else wants to play. What a wonderful way to celebrate a Saturday with a gorgeous June birthstone, a lovely exotic color, a rare, rare, rare golden. We don't have any others in the collection right now either, by the way, so this is going to be it. It's a little more limited, we know that, but it's only at $800 and we're in final call. So a minute and a half left. And what a nice little giveaway. And we're looking for 900, so you can still come on in as long as you dial in the next 90 seconds. We're good to go. And we can get you in and have you perhaps win that pearl ring and save still close to $3,000. Next bid would still be a lot of savings there, and we love that. So it's a huge amount of gold. I mean, that's really what's incredible. You've got almost a ½ carat in diamonds as well. Look at the pearl from all the angles. It's so reflective, and remember, there's nothing that we even do to these pearls. You don't even polish it, right? We talk about faceting a diamond or polishing a stone, right, to make it look its best, because out of the rough, it doesn't always look that great, right? Stones need a little bit of enhancement usually, and a lot of times with a colored gem, that's heating it, and then it's faceting it, then it's polishing it. This is an organic from a living organism gem, and yet look how good it looks. It's just, that's why it's rare, because it doesn't have those divots and those dimples. It doesn't have that weird, you know, kind of oblong shape to it, which I think are pretty for the record, but you know, they're not really what's considered ideal when it comes to quality. And here you're getting that rare, rare, rare golden color, which is so unique. And you can see it's got a little bit of green, and it's got a little bit of blue, and it's got a little bit of golden. So it's all happened, and we're like 24 seconds away from giving it away. So our last call on this one, then we'll move right along. Still have hoop earrings from earlier. Amazing. We still have that blue wing block D. We're going to get in at the bottom of the hour. We'll do that big 956. Not sure what I'm going to do considering the 16 karat is here, but we've got a 956 emerald cut for you that's still coming. So lots to get to today, but not a lot of time. And do we have anybody else who wants to get in on this one? Are we looking for, do we have $900? 900, yes or no? I can't believe that a ring of that stature just without the pearl would be more than $1,000 in gold. You know that, I know that. Hopefully that makes the value really sweet for you. By the way, you want to see the emerald cut that's coming up? This is the 956. Look at that emerald cut. Museum Reserve. It's the MR. the Museum Reserve, Blue Wing, Block D. That is my ring. That's my ring right there. That's my ring, and I'm going to have to let that one go today. And that's sad, but that's what's happening. All right, do we have 900, yes or no? Got it? Sold, congratulations. That's gone. Oh, it's a tough one to let go of there for that price, but here we are. I do want to show you something new in designer. If you like a bold gold presence, we've been kind of celebrating bold gold today. Hi, pink tourmaline. Rubellite, really? Oh, it's got a water spot. Hang on. 1123058. This would be 18 karat gold. This looks like a signet style, but with a lot of gem weight, diamonds, and a gorgeous Rubellite center. I'm digging it. I like a ring with a lot of gold presence. I like a big gem, but then if you can put the big gem on a lot of gold too, even better. This Rubellite is a one only round. It's a 3 karat 43. They're calling it pink tourmaline. That is wrong. Pink tourmaline is a different color. This is all out Rubellite that usually, you guys know this, Rubellite usually has a bolder color because it's very, very included. That's kind of I know tourmalines are in general, but the Rubellites specifically usually are credited to having a deeper color thanks to their abundance of inclusions. You could say a preponderance of inclusions. They oftentimes have that, right? That's what gives them a deeper, darker, more saturated color. This is 18 karat yellow gold, stays in 18 karat yellow gold. It's going to have a 343 round Rubellite. It's 50 points in diamonds. They're going to go, and let me show you because technically it's two-tone gold, so I want to show that off. It's going to be as is. That's what they're trying to say when they say yellow gold. It's mostly yellow, but there's a little bit of white gold that's essentially, look at how it's recessed. This is like levels of gold. Do you see how there's white gold first, then yellow gold? It's like, think of it as an open oval disc that's up above, and then you've got the diamonds that are set in the white gold recessed there, the bottom, and then pave at the top, and then the white gold's going to meet up with the yellow gold, and there it is. So this is going to be 2 tones of gold, stays as is. Not going to last very long because that is a super bright, clean Rubellite tourmaline. I'm going to show it to you on. I think that's what's going to be kind of amazing here. And oh, the way that feels on the hand, this beautiful kind of silky, kind of glides on the hand feel. You can see how it's all oval with the round stone in the middle. Just stunning. And we only have this one. Uh-oh, this is not going to last. $59.99, skip it. I got a much better value for you, but we only have this one, and that's the issue. So we need to move right quickly because we've got about an hour and 40, and yes, bottom of this hour, 10 minutes from now, we'll bring out that 956, which I can't stop staring at. The 956 Tanzanite is the ultimate high level, so get ready for that, but this is going to be going out right now. It's got to. No choice but to go because the price tag's going to be that good. Rubellites never get this clarity. Never. We never see brilliance or brightness like this is. This is high level. This is high level material. There's a reason. If there's a ring here, let's be real. If there's a ring here that's $6,000, it obviously has a very, very important stone. Now, just because I discount it doesn't mean that that stone, it doesn't take away from the quality of that stone. It doesn't take that out of that really, really rare, beautiful category. It's just about moving jewelry on a Saturday. We've only got an hour and 40 to do it. We got to move a lot of jewelry. It's a lot of one of a kind. So here's how we do it. We give you a better price just so we can move it along. It's like shopping with a friend who's in the business who you walk into their store and because you guys are buddies or family members or VIP friends, you get the better deal. And that's the beauty of shopping here with us, is that's what we give you. And again, the only issue is you just got to be first on the phone lines. It's really that simple. And here's what I'll do instead of, if you want a round Rubellite, and we never see round Rubellites. We really don't see Rubellites all that often. So this is the one to get, and you don't even pay $3,000. That's the beauty of it. It's not $29.99. And this is for those of you that miss having gold weight, heavy gold weight, presence to your jewelry, really great feels. This is where you go because this ring is made right and you are getting that great feel and you're getting that wonderful presence, and it's not even, like I said, $3,000. So $29.99, we'll skip that at half off and we'll make it even better than $29 or better than $28. Someone's got to own it. It's yellow gold and white gold together. You get a little bit of each there, but primarily the yellow, and it stays as is. We'll size it, and it's got that nice wide band through the back. We'll make it $2,499. We are moments away from bringing out that Museum Reserve Emerald Cut. And it is It's truly my love of a gem. It's the best. It's the ultimate. So it's our last, so it's kind of sad. It's like I'm supposed to be so happy about bringing these stones, but it really is, the reality is setting in that we have so few left, and it's almost just making me to the point where I'm really struggling to sell them to you. I'm really struggling to show them, because it's just I'm getting emotional thinking about the last 5 years of bringing this and what it means that going forward we're not going to have it anymore, and it's just what we're going to do about, what are we going to bring you after that. It's getting to be that point where we're there. And so I've got one of my best, saved for me. Didn't tell you this was here, but really have to release it due to the number of requests we've been getting for emerald cuts especially. So we're going to bring that out at the bottom of the hour. That's only a few minutes away. And let me show you. We do have a very special men's ring with some Brazilian Alexandrites. That's really cool. I'll just flash it. Let me know if you like this one. Those are Brazilian Alexandrites. They're already turning purple. Look at that. I look at them away from the light and they're green, and then I put them up here, they're purple. It's changing right before our eyes. We have an Alexandrite for, what is going on with this price tag? Sally, this is such an amazing value. I don't know if she's seen this before, but wow, what an Alexandrite. Thank you for our first request of the day. Here it is, Sally. This is, well, we were just showing Alexandrite in the men's ring, and now this bigger stone is doing the exact same thing. We have a little hot light here that is actually showing you that, again, there's a blue and a green when it's in pure fluorescent lighting, and then this one light that we have now is a little more hot. So it's got a little incandescence to it. So look at that stone already turning purple, and then it's got the pink diamonds around it. Item number on this one is 1122524, and it's extraordinary. Sally, come on the phone lines early if you'd like it, because I know this one's going to have a few people on this one, I think, because it's one only. It's a 36 pointer. It's just an outstanding stone. And that is what inspires the pink diamonds, is the fact that you've got that almost purple red to it. So that's what really gave us the inspiration to do that first halo in the pink diamonds and then the outer halo in the white diamonds. So you're getting a 22-point pink diamond weight. That's substantial. 86 points in the white diamonds as well. So getting well over a carat, obviously. And you've got a tremendous stone. So 36 points may not be the largest size in the world for some different stones, but trust me, in the Alexandrite world, it is still significant. And we love that about it. So here's what it looks like on the hand. That's one way to wear your pear shape, obviously. If you point it up, we'll point it the other way for you, show you that, but it's got to go. And I cannot believe this. I last saw this at $39.99. Didn't think it'd take this kind of a tumble, but it is. I'm just going to reverse the way it's going to sit on the hand here, just so you can see it the other way, in case that's the way you like to wear your pear shapes. That's an option too, but it stays in the two-tone gold, and it's only going to be, you know what? I don't even want to do $19.99. I've never seen reds. Do you see how it's not just purple that's showing up here? It's reds. Do you see the reds coming from the stone, especially right now? It must be the angle, but you see like the right side of the stone. Do you see how there's a lot of pinky red coming from that gem? It's going to be $1,599. That's it. $1,599, and that's what we're doing on the one and only. I love the world we live in, guys. The world we live in at TVON is a different world. The exotic nature of this ring with pink and white diamonds around it, when there is no way to do that mounting for that price, and $15.99 for a ring that is one of the rarest in the world, a color-changing chrysoberyl that is also going to be durable for daily wear. It's not that rare stone you have to save and wear it when you're really careful and when you're just going out for the evening. This is one you can wear every single day. A lot of stones aren't durable enough to wear every single day. This one is. Take a look at it. $15.99 first caller, and that's the way to go. Don't have an Alexandrite for just everybody, right? They're very rare. Don't have Alexandrites at every price point for everybody either. That's rare. 15, that just doesn't match that ring. Every time I look up at the graphic and I look up the ring, I go, that's not right. That's not, they don't match, right? You can't get a stone that good for a price like that. Well, except right here, right now. One caller only will get it. Look at the pinks, look at the purples coming through on that Alexandrite. It's just showing you that it wants to change color even right here when it's not in the proper light. It's not in the proper light and it's still trying. That's a very good sign. And that's a sign that you've got a super strong color change. Everyone we're going to bring you is going to have the capability to go 100% color change. But this is a different animal. Okay, so I know we're all waiting for the, I would assume somebody out there is excited about the emerald cut, or maybe it's just me. I may actually have to leave the studio because I may just, I don't know, I'm going to leave the studio because I'm seriously thinking I need to go somewhere else, leave the premises so I can call that phone number and actually purchase this ring. And we have another request. Diane, thank you, Diane. Let's take a look at this, and then I'll take us to our Tanzanite. And this is going to be 1118788. So, Sally, no? Okay, so it's open to anybody who'd like it. And let's take a look. Diane, I don't know if this is an exact ring you're looking for or if you just wanted a blue sapphire, but let me speak on having a lot of blue sapphires, and it's a classic stone, yet we don't have many here. It's because we're super choosy about what kind of sapphire we put in a ring. And everyone can just kind of assume that sapphires are always going to look like that because they're blue. Most of them are so blue and so deep dark navy blue that they don't actually show up as a royal blue like what you're seeing here. This is a different deal. So for Diane, for Sally, and guys, anybody can take that Alexandrite first caller situation, anybody who wants it. We are now looking at a round sapphire in a royal blue color. So it's round, so it's giving a glistening effect because round cuts are special. This is cut the same way you would cut a round brilliant diamond. But you have a sapphire that's delivering this really bright pop of royal blue. It's really saturated, right? But not overly so that it's navy. We don't want that. So take a look at it. It's got 2 rows in diamonds around it. It's a double halo of diamond weight. And it also happens to be another huge markdown. This is great. This is very special. And I know it's been $49.99. I know. I've got these pieces memorized. Been here a while, right? Like, and you know these pieces, and that's why it's here. Most of the time, we don't sell $5,000 rings. We like to make sure that the values are consistent and really tremendous. And we want to wow you. You should turn on this show and not expect the pricing to be this good. Even when you know us and you're used to the values and you expect the values, we want to wow you. And that's what this one's going to do right now. One of a kind, yes. Change the gold color, I will. Let's make it yellow gold, let's make it rose gold if you'd prefer it, but I don't know, something about the white gold, maybe it's the double halo of a carat 20 in diamonds that looks so perfect in the white gold like you're seeing it. But I leave those tough decisions up to you. I just have the easy job. I just stand up here and discount stuff. That's what I do. It's the easiest thing in the world. Like just, you know, discount. Discount to the point where you know it's going to be a happy moment for somebody who wanted a sapphire. And this is the finishing on the inside. Look at that. Very unique finished under gallery there, like that. So that's even not necessary. It's not there for comfort. It's not going to be comfortable if that's not there. It's not going to be rather uncomfortable. It's going to be one of those that we just added because why not? We want every little detail to be perfected so that you have the one and only blue sapphire. Let's face it, you would not need to upgrade from this one. It's that one and only, and I'm going to blow it out for $14.99. So there you go. When it's a sapphire that you can forget the sapphire is even there for the moment, because when you take a $5,000 ring that's got a carat 20 in diamonds and you mark it under $1,500, then you are winning because the diamond weight alone dictates that should be more than $14.99. And now we have a 103 round brilliant blue, royal blue, the color. If you have $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 to spend, that's the color you're going to get in a sapphire. And so, Diane, that's for you. I don't know if again, first caller takes it. That's how we run these one-of-a-kinds, obviously. But look at how stunningly bright and beautiful that is. And sapphire, everybody thinks because we've heard of it. Like we heard about when we were kids growing up, we knew gems. You know, before you knew about exotics, you probably knew about rubies, sapphires, and emeralds. But not a lot of people know that actually the really, really good quality of sapphires cost tremendous amounts of money. And that one is not a tremendous amount of money when you can see that $14.99, when you've got a double halo of a carat 20 in diamonds that are all VS, it is almost that time. It's Tanzanite time. I'm going to have to... this is going to be very difficult for me. I'm going to just admit that here. This is going to be a struggle to bring this emerald cut. That sapphire's here, the Alexandrite's here, those requests are here, whatever you want. So take what you need. But this next item, Museum Reserve, emerald cut, if it would have been on the air before, it would be gone. It's been saved. This was my stone that I picked out for myself a long, long time ago. And yes, the museum and myself, we kind of were debating who it was going to go to. Was it going to go to a museum? Was it going to go to me? I don't know, but I don't have a blue wing block D, because every stone I've ever fallen in love with has obviously found its home with one of your homes. So this is one of those that I'm really, really proud. I'm proud to bring it to you because I've seen a lot of them. I've sold over 7,500 blue wings in the last 5 years here. So prior to that, by the way, I'd always sold block D. I'd never sold anything but block D Tanzanite. I was really lucky. I've been blessed in my career to only sell fine jewelry. I've never had to sell plastic or junk or glass or, you know, any of that stuff. And it's probably not, it's just not my thing. But I gotta say, when you've got a world of experience in block D and then you see blue wing, it just blew me away from moment one of seeing it. And obviously there were certain stones, because I'm a jewelry lover too, you know, it's one of those things where I don't think you can do this or do it well without having a passion for it. I really think that's inherent. And with this stone, it was that instant OMG moment where I just could not stop staring at it. It's a 9 karat 56. It's just under 10 carats, so it's obviously, it's a bigger size. However, it's not out of the realm of wearability, I don't think, which is why I'm loving it so much. That and the fact that we also didn't take it and add diamonds in every which way around it. We kept it more tailored to just the sides. So it's really balanced. It almost looks as if it's like you added a huge trillion. Do you have the blue sapphire's gone? Thank you. It's almost like you added a huge trillion cut diamond on either side individually. And all of that said, I don't know. Today's a little different, right? It's a different kind of Saturday. I don't know what it's going to take to move this, but I don't think it's going to take much. But that's what I thought on the hoop earrings that are still here, and the Alexandrite we just had, and the Rubellite, and I could go on and on. 93 minutes in, and there's a lot of jewelry that shouldn't be here. It just means we have a lighter audience, and some days that happens. So here's what I'm going to do. It's 1122973. It's my last. We had the 1583, that's still here. So it's not the end of the world if you miss this. But if you already saw the 1583 and it's too large for you, or you don't want white gold because that one was only white gold, this one can be changed, or maybe this is just that color you're looking for because you're going, if it's good enough for her and she's seen them all from day one before we even got to see one of them, then it's probably good enough for me, because I have a really strict high standard. I think it comes with the territory. When you make it your business to be about gems and quality, and I like quality in life no matter what it is, then this is the one that I really think you're going to adore. And look how wearable it is. That's not oversized. It's not too big to wear every day, I don't think. Everyone's got their own opinions on that, so I let you be the determining factor. But this is one that I can tell you this, we don't have many left, as you know, overall. We have no other emerald cuts left. This is the way to go. So even if it was thinking, you're thinking it's a little larger than what you'd think about, get it now, because here's the problem. We don't have more. It's sad, I know, I wish we did. I can't change it, right? So let's take a look at this. This one's gonna be, drum roll moment here, please, because this is just the most exquisite stone. And now I have a little fingerprint on it, but let me get you all the look at it. We're gonna talk about 1122973. The best, and this is why. Reds, no matter where you look at it, no matter what the angle, no matter how you see it, it is reds and blues and purples at their most intense level. I'm going to ask you guys a favor. I would love to have you on the phone lines if you're even kind of thinking about it. Kind of, sort of, maybe. I get a lot of hate mail these days about blue wings. It's a lot of angry customers who miss out on blue wings. And it's lovely. I don't know. I'm trying to do my best to give the fair warning. I don't know. I get a lot of people, and I get it. I've missed out on things in life, in my shopping life, that have been haunting me to this day. It's not a good feeling. I get that. I try to give you all the honest to goodness heads up I can. Shop them now, because in a couple of days we're going to be talking about bye-bye gone. So here's what we've got. $14,999 because it's a 956, and the diamond weight is 39 points. So not oversized in the diamond weight, so that, again, wanted to have an everyday wearable style. Now, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Please decide what your favorite gold color is. Tanzanite's best in the white, I think. Yellow, it looks pretty amazing as well. Yes? Go for it. She's concerned about what? On this one? They shouldn't. How big is her finger? Let me ask that, because that's going to be the question. Does she have a size 3 or 4? The side diamonds, Donna, let's take a look. Let me try it first on my ring finger. I wear a size 5.5 on my ring finger. The side diamonds are not sharp, number one. They're not going to hurt. This does not hurt. Look, I'm going to go ahead and touch them, and they don't hurt. And I've already cut myself today right before the show, so I know what hurt's like. This does not hurt. And as a 5.5, and I'm just speaking from my ring finger size here to show you straight on, they do not touch my side fingers. It's elevated a bit. Now, what's her ring size? 7.5. I wear a size 6 here, so I wear a 7 here. So let me put it there, because either point is, and I'm going to put this right here, and the ring right now is a size 6. I put that there, and still, Dawn, I want to show you, your finger's a tad bit, it's more like the size of my index finger, and it's still not touching. That was her question, was, Lolo, are those trillion cut points going to touch or hurt my side fingers? And the answer is, I don't think so, because if your finger is this size and this finger is a little smaller that I have it on, and it's in no way touching the sides of my other fingers, I don't think you'll have that issue. So that's a good question. Was there another question? It won't rotate if you get your proper size. No, so the key with this, guys, it's not about the stones that make a ring rotate. Rings rotate on your finger when they're too big a size for you. I know it's a pet peeve of mine. I see a lot of ladies who they put on jewelry, and have you seen this where people have rings on and they're rotating and spinning all over, right? Have you seen that? That's just a sizing issue. That's where your ring is not properly sized. If your ring is your proper ring size, and this is why we feel so strongly, you know, a lot of places just say, hey, take it in a size 7 and you're on your own, go size it yourself. And that's fine too, but we do a little bit more priorities. And we don't just say choose a size 4 through 7, or 4 through 10, or 4 through 11. We actually get you more specific, because not everybody is a size 7. Not everybody is a size 10. We do quarter sizes, half sizes, 3/4 sizes. It's like, it's the same in fashion, really. If you're a size 2 or a size 4, sometimes a 2 is too small and a 4 is too big. It's, you know, and this is why people with a lot of money, they go get things custom made, and they go get things bespoke, right? And they get things tailored. And a lot of people will do that. They'll buy clothing off the rack, and then they'll go get it tailored for the actual perfect fit, because everybody's body shape's different, right? So same with jewelry. We offer the quarter and the half and the 3/4 sizing for a reason, and that's because not everybody just falls into one category, right? So that's the key. That's the key. So when you get a ring that is your size exactly, it should fit perfectly. And even a big stone, this isn't an overwhelming stone. It's not gigantic. I'll give you the measurements in the millimeters, but it's not supposed to rotate. And if you get your proper size, it will sit perfectly balanced on the hand. As a matter of fact, those trillions, even if it were a little bit too big, this ring's too big on my ring finger, but I'll show you, it's almost like the trillions bookend it and balance it nicely so that it can't really rotate, right? So even if you get a size that's a little bit too big, it should be good. Does that make sense? So let's take a look at it here. I hope that helps Donna, because she's got some very important questions. And if Donna has those questions, then guess what? Probably a few more of you do too. So it's not an overwhelming size. I told you I'd get you the millimeter size. I'm going to do that now. It's a ring that I would spend the rest of the day on if I could, and I may, because you know what? We only have one caller on the line, but just from a millimeter perspective, it's 10.5 wide, and the length of it is 12.5. So cool, double calibrated. 10 by 12, it's a little bit larger than that. So that's what it looks like on. So do you see? And this one again is moving on me a little bit. Why? Because it's 2 sizes too big. Well, it's a size too big. So it just moves a little. That's not going to happen when it's your proper size. They don't make things in my size. They just don't. And that's fine. You know, it's just, I can manage. But it doesn't do that if it's the proper size. So I hope that answers your question. It's why we offer the really specific sizing we do. And I'm going to go ahead and take this $14,999 ring. And I can still, even with it too big, I can just kind of grip it and balance it and keep it right where it's supposed to be. But you can see how, again, nothing's touching on the sides, Donna. My ring finger is a size 5.5. Nothing's touching. It's rotating a little because this ring is bigger than what I wear. And that's, again, totally easy to size to whatever size you need. No compromise on that. We have one caller. I'll tell you what. Let's put it on the auction block. Because the lowest I can go, Tony, is still $99.99, which, by the way, is lowest for any museum reserve, is $99.99 historically. It's the lowest price I've ever seen on a museum reserve stone was $99.99. We're going to take this one, and boy, did you see when it was on the hand too, the red flashes? I know you're seeing it up close, but that was happening from further away even more so. I want to make this simple and easy, and you know what? Not even going to be I want to auction it off. Let's get you the opportunity. That's what this is. When they're going to be few and far between going forward, we better make that opportunity happen right now. It's not going to be $9,000 to start. And this is where anybody and everybody can come on in, because this is the only way I can get around as a host here, how I can get you a better price. Otherwise, it's $99.99, take it or leave it. But by putting it on the auction block, I can get you the opportunity to spend less and get the ring. Keep in mind, you might be competing against some of your fellow shoppers. You might not. It's not a busy day, so you might not be competing against too many people here. But this is what we're going to do. It's not going to be $9,000 or $8,000 or $7,000, because when it's not so busy, you got to tend to do a little bit better on the pricing. So we're going to make that happen right now. And it's not going to be $7,000 or $6,000 or even $5,000, which is, I think we give that 60 seconds and we get a lot of people joining in. But instead, I am so particularly passionate about this stone, obviously, that I need to do everything in my power. By the way, look at those diamonds. They're all big individual round brilliants that are in a trillion shape. So it's what gives you the look like it's almost one big trillion on either side. It can be done in any gold. I'm not going to ask for $5,000 or even $45,000. What about $4,000 to start off the bidding on our 956 emerald cut ideal, and then getting you that big diamond weight as well, of course. You know what? That's not going to work today. It's not going to work. I knew it. I could feel it. We got a lot of people on the phones. They're just all sitting there. It's like hanging out. What's she going to do? Where's it going to go? How low can it go? I think we've already passed that point. So let's just make sure that after all of this, and after seeing a ring of this quality and this magnitude here for $4,000, and I still have not heard a peep from all of our shoppers that are on the phone lines, I'm going to go even lower. I'm going to go lower. It's $10 increments, so that's nothing. It's any gold, any size. We touched on that. It's not that ring that's oversized. I love that it's a 956, that you can be really proud of that carat weight you're owning, but it's not the ring that's too difficult to wear or too big to wear or too complicated. It's all about how it's set. 4,000 we don't have. I'm going to go to 30. You know what? Skip 39, skip 38, skip 37. Those are just weird numbers. Let's just go all the way, drop it on down. And I'm going to get you per carat, and I think you're going to be amazed. It's going to be not even $3,600. I'm going to start at $3,500. 35. And we're going to go, I hope, on a little bidding rampage, because that is too low for this ring. Let's see what we got. And then let me see if we get the open. That would be, I'm going to calculate it right now, to the dollar. That's going to be $366 a carat. Uh-oh. And we don't have an open. Okay. And it's my Museum Reserve Emerald Cut, and it looks like that with all those reds. Don't compromise one bit. This isn't even regular Blue Wing Black D. This is Museum Reserve. Okay. Let's give it a final 60 seconds. Yes. Of course. Here's the inside. So here's the side. You can see each and every one of the different sections, if you will. Oh my gosh, are we seeing reds come through the back of the stone? That we haven't seen too often before, but yeah, that's what we're getting here. So this is all going to be set. So this is where it acts as your undergallery. Remember, the last thing I want to do is take away from the beauty of this emerald cut. So I didn't want to have zigzags and flowers and everything else behind there, because then you'd end up seeing right through and you'd go, what's that? The beauty of an emerald cut, and I wear one in a diamond every day, so I know, the beauty of an emerald cut is the way you can just see these long, lean, parallel facets. That's the beauty of it. So to have something competing with that, we didn't want. Do we have an open? We have $3,500. We have it. So took a second, but took actually a minute, but we've got it. We've got 35. We're looking for a whole bunch more. We don't have it. That's okay. I'm going to make this the quickest auction in the history of the world, and we're going to make this a done deal in 2 minutes. What can you do? We just got the open just now, and we're going to give it a final 2 minutes, because what else can I do? Beg for $5,000, beg for $6,000. It's not going to happen. So here we are at $3,500. When there's only a few extra moments here and no more emerald cuts, I got the 1583 that I showed you earlier. Other than that, no emerald cuts. This is it. This is the moment to go. This is the moment to get it. Let's take our last look at it, 2 minutes, and then we sell it. It's going to be gone. So who do you have? Let's see who's got the open here. Let me see. And then we've got our final call right now. So what does that mean? It means if you want to be bidding, if you want to be eligible to bid, you have got to dial in the next minute 45, but actually sooner because remember there's a delay. So, you know, the clock is ticking. So go to it now. Get to the phones now. This is a hugely important stone. And it's only at $3,500. I mean, I knew this was going to be a challenge, but this is not what I expected. And this is where I wish I could just leave and go out to the parking lot. And if I left the actual premises, I think I could probably call in a bid. And I would be happy to do so. But then it would leave you without an auctioneer. So here's what we've got for you. Last call 35. I'm going to try it on again. Any gold you want, sure thing. Any size you need. We talked about that. Get your true size. I don't mean go up in size or down in size. Get whatever size you want to wear for whatever finger you want to wear it on. But how often do we actually see it from this angle? And keep in mind, anything and everything you see on TV, all of that's going to be magnified and better when you see it in person. How about that? So if you're seeing a little red, you're going to see a lot of red. If you're seeing a lot of red, which is what I'm seeing on television, can you only imagine what this stone is going to look like in real life? Can we even fathom what this is going to look like in real life? That is going to be crazy. So here's your chance right now. We have 30 seconds left. Uh-oh. $3,500. Do we have 35.10 or more? Or hey, I'd take a 36 or 30. I would take a $4,000 power bid right now just to really make this interesting, right? How about a power bid? How about having one piece today that we don't lose money on? It's not this one. This is not the piece. We've lost money on everything today, and I think that trend is gonna continue for another hour and 11 minutes, I have a feeling. So here we go. Last chance, last call. My goodness, this is sad. I'm the host here and I would have gladly paid more. I work here. I've been here 7 years. I'm here almost every day. I would have paid happily more for this stone. And yet, y'all at home, get a chance here. Get a really big chance. I just cannot say enough about that smoking hot emerald cut. I just hope it looks as good on TV. And I know it never does. I know they never do. This is why everyone's blown away when they get one at home. I just heard from a gentleman last night. He goes, I got so many emails last night, and everybody started with the same thing. I know you're not there tonight. I know you're off tonight. I know it's your day off, but I have to tell you, and I got to tell you whether it was Rob or whether it was Barbara or whether it was Sherry or whether it was Donna or whether it was, who else did I hear from? Oh my gosh, Michelle. I mean, it was like email after email after email after email last night about just, and it's a good thing, listen, I'm the only one left in the city of LA pretty much because everyone's in Vegas, right? Every single human being I know is in Vegas for the big party tomorrow, right? So, so I was so happy to hear from all of you. And a lot of those emails are about Tanzanites, right? I got my Tanzanite. I can't believe it. So this is it. Final call. Do we have 35.10 or more? Got it? Yes, no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do we have it? Sold. Congratulations. Bye-bye. And that's what I'm expecting to hear from you when you get that in the next couple of days. I want to hear it's so much even better than I thought because, oh my gosh, it is. They do that. They're even better. I know that's hard to believe, but they're even better when you see them in person. Okay, let's move. I got to. We do have some, wait, real quick, emerald cut Tanzanite earrings. I might as well, then we'll be done with Tanzanites for the day because I've shown you, we have the 1583 still here, by the way, so if you're waiting to see how the 956 looked before you make a decision, but this would be the match in the earring. So just figure, why not? We've got your attention if you like an emerald cut blue wing. So let's show you the fantastic earrings. 112, 31, just one pair. Lever back style. Ooh, these are so, so pretty. And the same undeniable bright blue, purple, red color. And this starts with a hoop that is really that great lever back style. They've got beautiful basket work on the sides. I just want you to see those angles matching on those stones so you can see the impeccable way that is a perfect set of twins there. 112, 31, and 18K, solid. I like to see that too because it's an earring, so it's going through the ear, so we really do appreciate a lot of 18 karat gold in the upgrade there. Love that. So this is going to be a nice carat weight, 1073 total, yes. Who was that? Becky H. Hi, Becky. How's she doing? Hi, Becky. Did she get her hoops yet, by the way? I'm assuming, is that Becky H? Did she get her hoops or diamond hoops that she ordered a few days ago? I hope she got them. Let me know. Or maybe she was, I don't know, some of those had to be made, but I hope she's getting those soon or got them and loves them. But I think that's her. Yeah? Oh, good. Good. Let's make sure I got the right Becky H there. But yes, sounds good. Thank you so much. Hi, Becky. So we've got earrings here with a 2-point diamond weight. Okay, 2 points. All right, I'll go with that. 2 points, 18 karat gold. Wait till you see them on. Got a nice little drop to them. Nothing overwhelming. This is not meant to be a big chandelier. It's not like that. I'm going to show them to you from a distance. This is a lever back hoop. So this is going to be, oh, there's a great designer insignia behind it. Extra bonus if you have a letter C in your name, or, you know, first letter of the last name, first letter of the first name, who knows, because that's a C in script in the back. And then, of course, here it is. You guys probably know we lent some of our blue wings out to a designer, and finally they're here. So this is, you can see there, we've got 1.25 inches in the drop. So that's going to be your drop on your earring, but I think it's going to be best to see them on. It's really beautiful. They stay in the white gold. It would be the only emerald cut earring that we have, and we're going to get them home really quickly here for you. So this is what they look like on, just to give you an idea of the size and of course the movement and how that shine. Of course, I'm in a darker area here, so you also see the shine they have and that really beautiful glow in the neon that they give. So they're given a lot of what we love at the Blue Wing Black Ds, but they're also going to be super affordable. Remember, it's going to be about almost 5.5 carats in each earring, plus the diamonds, which are right here. They're at the base of the front of the lever back. So it's not meant to be just a little accent, just a little, flair for a little extra sparkle and brilliance there. And we'll take a look at the close-up again, so you can see them matched up and paired up together. And we're going to make this one pair of earrings, ooh, $12,999, I don't love. So we're going to make it a lot easier than that for you. And we're going to take them way down. And there's just one pair, so they're going to stay as is in that gold color. And this is a closer look at that insignia too in the back. They do also have the carat weight in the inside of the hoops. You'll never forget. I just think that's so wonderful that they don't leave that off, so that you always know, because I think that without that you can easily forget your carat weights on your stones, and it's nice to know. So how about this one? Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, Becky. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, guys. Oh, thank you so much for the messages. Wonderful. I'm so glad you like your hoops. So glad to hear it. Hi, Rebecca. Congratulations. Well, yeah. The good news is, yeah, I know. Sometimes sometimes going bold is a good thing, though. But Rebecca, thank you so much. Let's do this one, and then we're going to bring a Demantoid request out. I got to bring these down, though, because now look what happened. We brought the big emerald cut, the 15 karat down in price, and now you brought down the 956 in price. So I'm going to make this a lot better. How about $49.99? That's it for the pair, and that means that'd be about $2,500 an earring, which when you get 5.5 carats in stones that are emerald cuts with all that same gorgeous red we love, that's going to be it. That was a wise move. So really special. And then we've got this Russian Demantoid that I had for you at the very tail end of Thursday. So chances are somebody got a brief look at it, wants to know a little bit more about it. So we'll bring that up next by request. And then any other requests you might have. We're about to be in the last hour of the day here. So just highly recommend giving us any requests you might have. Still have a yellow diamond band to show you. Still have a brand new set of turquoise earrings to share as well. And even some amethyst for February. I think it's the first amethyst I've had of the months here. So it's important stone right now. So we'll show that to you as well. But here comes our Russian Demantoid by request. And those are going to just set aside. And then look at this. This is one that I was so proud to bring, but I did. Yeah, we just kind of fit it in the tail end of our Thursday show, and it's 1122320. So it's 124. So a very good size of Russian Demantoid material, followed by 28 points in yellow, which actually does look like more because it starts as one row on the side, and then it's going to double up as it reaches and basically wraps around that Demantoid. Then you have the white diamonds, carat 35. So really, really significant size white diamonds there that actually do that graduation where they're getting larger as they wrap around the stone. So it's a beauty, it really is. And because it was the tail end of the show, on Thursday, what I did was I really just knocked down the price to try and move it very, very quickly, and got to honor that today. So the beautiful thing is it's a $99.99 piece, as Russian Demantoids tend to be if they're on sale at all. And I don't mean on sale like in the sense of discounting. I mean just available, like for sale. Because most Demantoids that exist in the world are in one of two places. They're in museums or they're in auction houses, and that's it. There aren't a lot of ways to get Russian Demantoid into the collections of just, you know, you and I, just the general population. It's a little bit tougher to do. And so when we have something like this, it's extremely rare, but it's even more important when we bring the prices down, because rare stones shouldn't be priced that way. They shouldn't be discounted. We all know that. So here's what we've got for you. From $99.99, I'm just going to honor the price that was in the very, very last few seconds of Thursday. We're going to make it easy, and we're going to show you how there is a slight concave nature to it. Do you see how from that side, the yellow diamonds are set slightly recessed to the white diamonds? So there's a little bit of a difference in elevation there. You've got that Demantoid, which of course is giving all the different brilliant colors there. Look at this on the hand here so you can see what that's going to look like. What is sparkling more? Is it the white diamonds, the yellow diamonds, or the Russian Demantoid? Most everybody you'd ever ask would say Demantoids. Nothing's going to sparkle better than diamonds, really. But Demantoids, you know, they have that higher dispersion level. That doesn't matter that those are bright yellow diamonds or bright white diamonds in huge sizes. The Demantoid is going to exceed the sparkle, and that's what you see here. So super rare, carat 24 is not easy to get, and we're not even asking $49.99. Half off is pretty special on a Demantoid stone that we don't get very often because that size is tough. But it's not $49 or $39.99 either. It's $34.99 instead, to make that one easy deal, one lucky caller. And remember, you are getting a huge diamond weight. You're getting a substantial diamond weight when you add it all together. Obviously, the yellows at 28 points is great. But you think about what you're getting here when you've got a total weight of 163 in diamonds, all just swirling and wrapping around the round. So it's really emphasizing that round cut. That's the best cut for Demantoid anyways, to again show off that brilliance, that dynamic, that beautiful look. That's really important. So you've got it there. And it's going to be only for, yep, just one lucky caller. All right, let's get to our turquoise earrings for our top of the hour. It's our, now let's see, we got about 30 seconds till the official top of the hour gets here. I will recap the hoops that were here earlier as well, just in case you missed them, because we still have a couple pairs left. And then we'll also show you, oh, the Brazilian Paraiba ring is here too. There is a Brazilian Paraiba. Had that earlier. So we'll do some recaps. Black diamond hoops. A lot of special pieces from our first hour still hanging out. Plus the 15 karat 83 is also still here. So that's something important as well. Let's keep on moving. This one, verifying. Yep. It's, I don't know whose request it was, so forgive me on that. Otherwise I would, oh, really? Who is it? Mike. Hi, Mike. Thank you so much for that request. I appreciate it. So we also have, should I even, the which one? Sure. Here's the inside of the ring. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, brilliance through the back. Bright blues, bright reds, bright oranges, bright yellows, all through the back of the piece, as well as, yeah, the facet pattern from the front, delivering exactly what we want from Russian Demantoid. Brilliance beyond. Okay, so let's keep moving. We got verifications going on this one. And yes, I'm going to flash this. It's the slice of heaven, but otherwise known as Brazilian Paraiba. And there wouldn't be a way other than this to get this size, because that is a 313. Oh, this look, this design. I know we're going to do these earrings coming up, but I just had to show this to you. Been talking about it. We had the Brazilian Paraibas in the smaller stones earlier, and now we have 112, 3106. It's perfect. You know, as we welcome you to the top of the hour here and our last hour of our Saturday, this takes organic looks in jewelry to the next level. This is the way to get a big Paraiba. We talked about this earlier. I had a piece that had 22 points of Brazilian Paraibas over the course of a dome-style ring. And it's great. But that's all you usually get with Brazilian Paraibas, because the rough material was so small. You usually only get an accent size. So usually what we'll do is put a few of those accent sizes together. This is where you can get a 313 stone in Brazilian Paraiba. It's still all natural, still out of that primary. Think about this. This is giving you something that's historically significant because it's the first ever source of this extremely rare gem. It's the original find, the original mine. It's out of Brazil. It's actually named Paraiba. That name, Paraiba, comes from the state in Brazil for which this was discovered. That's significant. And now you're getting what is also a different color of Paraiba than we typically see out of the Mozambique and the Nigerian material. It's brighter, it's more neon, it's got a big pop of blue to it, and those are all pave diamonds. The entire ring is custom made to replicate the shape of the stone. So what it is, and it's not like a thin little sliver, it's just going to be a different facet pattern that's more like we've seen these in diamonds, right? You've seen it in the Polki diamonds and that kind of thing, where we do the diamond slices where you can end up getting a lot more look and a lot more wow factor because you're actually just using, instead of really wasting a lot of the rough, you're taking the rough material and cutting it more with a thinner type of plane so that you get more surface area. So you get more wow factor. Take a look at this. This is wild. It's so pretty. It's different. We've never had one before like this. Obviously Brazilian stones we've had, yes, but we've never had one like this. 313 is the carat weight. 18 karat solid gold, yes. And then we've all seen geodes, right? We've seen geodes and how rough crystal gem material is found and discovered within rock. That's what this design, I think, is trying to replicate, is that it almost looks like a geode in the way it's designed. And you can see what I mean by looking through the basket. It's not completely flat. It is. It's like not a cabochon either. It's not domed. It's like this rough facet pattern. It's still got a really cool freeform shape. Yes, it's going to be that material you see. That's, again, how the material is discovered. If you were to take that material and facet it, obviously it's got a more saturated opacity to it, but you see the diamonds and how the way they're paved, and then look at the inside and look at the designer elements and look at that, all 18 karat. And that is just a really beautiful piece. I want to show you the size from a distance on the hand. It's 18K, 41 points in diamonds. This is true Brazilian material. So specialty, if you like that really organic, free-form kind of look, this is the only one we have that's going to deliver that. And then this is what it looks like on. Look how pretty, but that really distinctive color. And you can see perfectly following the lines. The entire ring is perfectly replicating the shape of this stone. I'm going to make this really affordable for what it is, because when you get a 313 Brazilian Paraiba, that is a priceless level. Yes, even for a cut like this and a facet like this, still extremely large amount of Brazilian Paraiba, because again, usually the rough crystals are never this big. That's why we end up with 1 point stones and smaller than 1 point stones. Here's your chance to pick it up. One only, obviously, and a huge discount. Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely, it's going to be a prized piece of your collection if you're lucky enough to get it, because it's just unlike anything else. It doesn't look like anything else. It's not designed like anything else. It reads to the entire world, from jewelry, like real savants in jewelry, to jewelry neophytes. Everybody would look at that and go, that's an important ring. That's a special ring. That's a different ring. And here it is from $18,999 that I'm supposed to get today, and we're going to make it a lot less. And then I will show you the faceted Brazilian stones right after this, so you can have a chance there too. But first, let's blow it out. It's not even $89.99. I'm going to make it better. How much risk and how much discounting can I do in one day? This whole Saturday has turned into, basically, that's the primary question. How much discounting, how much loss can happen in one day? One afternoon. Now we have 54 minutes. I'll make this better than 8 or 7 or 6 or 5. Brazilian Paraiba 313. We have been here 8 years in existence. We have never seen anything out of Brazil when it's copper-bearing tourmaline in that neon blue-green, ever. We've never seen this happen. 5, 4, $39.99 perhaps? All sound like a good plan. We're making it even better. How about $3,699 instead? And that's for one caller, and bye-bye it'll go. Slice of perfect Paraiba, because the color is amazing. That's the neon that we look for, right? that super ultra neon. And even when it's not a transparent stone or a traditional facet pattern, it is still giving the neon. That is so rare. Never thought we would see the day that we could bring you a 3 carat 13, and it is gone. Thank you so much. Enjoy it, and stays in the 18K. I did want to show you turquoise earrings. So this is, oh, I was going to show you the Brazilian. Other one, that faceted stones. Let me just, got to make sure I just show this to you because it was in the first hour. Maybe you missed it. This is the way we have faceted Brazilian material today in a little bit of a wraparound pave design of stripes. It's going to be item number 1123102, and that is, forgive me, it was not 22 points. It was 19 points of Brazilian Paraiba. It was 22 points in diamonds. So 19 and 22, and the item number should come up because it was here earlier. It's 3102, and it's 18 karat gold. So once again, we're back to the 18K. This time white gold, stripes, subtle dome style. Turquoise earrings are next. Don't forget we still have a turquoise collar available as well, which is very interesting. So I'll flash that, recap it for you. But this one's going to be white gold only. Let's take a look at this on. Oh, great finishing too. There's the designer insignia on this one. Great finishing through the inside. 18K, yes, yes. It's stackable. Or pinky ring all the way to index finger or thumb, really anywhere on the hand you can wear it. Look at that great profile view. It's, yep, that beautiful striped effect all the way wrapping around. That is a special, special piece right there. And it's going to be, look at that, on the hand. Smooth as can be, by the way. There's a smooth feel to it. Nothing sharp, nothing catches. You can see here from the side how it's not going to sit up too high, but there's a subtle dome shape to it. We got this one down to $19.99. And you can really see, granted, these are the smaller stones, but you can really see the neon they get when they are faceted as round brilliant stones the way these are. And that's important. So here it is up close one more time. And then we'll get to our turquoise drop earrings that are just turquoise, no diamonds. No diamonds at all, just turquoise wrapped in a bezel, drop earring. We love them. They're coming up next. Let me know who's got this one. $19.99 stays in the white gold here. And that'll still be your 18 karat solid white gold. Love that. We'll remind you we had 2 pairs of gold hoops earlier as well. So if you joined us a little bit late, we've got a couple of things to show you here. And then we've got the turquoise earrings that won't get into our hoops again. We'll show those to you one more time. These are probably not going to sit on their own, but they're really, really cool. Turquoise, large carat weight here. That's really special, isn't it? I mean, that's just framed to perfection in a bezel of gold. These are 9 karat. Wow. They're bright. I mean, that's an opaque stone, but look how bright it is. The color is just like a neon. It's a really pretty turquoise. And how about a big carat weight yet again? I would say this with the collar. Oh my goodness. 1123073, and I've got the collar. Still one collar to go around. So we're going to show you the turquoise. Yes, we had a Sleeping Beauty turquoise collar earlier, so it looks like this. And there's the turquoise. Look at that. Matching set. Turquoise collar, turquoise earrings. My question is, do you want them? If so, come on in. We've only got, oh, okay, so we have 4 pairs of the earrings. 4 pairs. And the turquoise carat weight is 9 carats. Thank you so much. Mandarin 4? Diane. More Mandarin for Diane coming up. We'll eventually get her the right Mandarin, I hope. And then I'll tell you what, guys, this is our 9 carats, no diamonds. Just about the lever back here. I'm going to go ahead, and these obviously don't sit up by themselves, so forgive me. I just want to pop one on for you as well and show you the length here so you can see it is a lever back style, so really beautiful drop with that O-ring, so it's going to have a little bit of movement to it. Here's what they are measuring. They are 1.25 inches from the top to the bottom, but do you see that presence you're getting? Look at that against the hand, so you can see how really bold that turquoise is. Now, if you'd like a pair, 4 pairs, I know. A lot of pairs. Hey, for us today, that's a lot of pairs. And we're just thrilled to have a little bit of turquoise with a big carat weight in an earring. It's got to be the largest turquoise carat weight we've had in an earring. This is what they look like from a distance. And then I just want to remind you that we have a collar left if you want the collar. So I'll show that to you again as well. But this is the earring, so you can see it on and just how it gives you the movement. Easy, 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 lightweight, nothing heavy. That's an entire bezel of gold around your turquoise oval, by the way. And it's going to be, you know what, I was going to do like $19.99, but I'm thinking we might need to go lower on the turquoise here today just to make sure that we keep them going, and then we'll show you the last of the collar. Yeah. Okay, well, just wait a second. Our lines are busy. She had a question there. Make them better than even $9.99. You ready for this? They're not even going to be $8.88. This is it, guys. This is your last call. We've already got one pair gone, 3 pairs left. Here's your chance right now. They're only going to be $777. That's it. $777 if you like them. For the big turquoise carat weight, you get 4.5 carats in each turquoise. Back to the wheel we go. And I'll prop that up for you. So that's what they look like from a distance. And then here they are up close. And suddenly we have got all the Saturday requests coming on in. $777 and then our last collar. The turquoise, remember collars here. And then we have a diamonds by the yard for Barbara. You got it, Barbara. We'll show you that. And then we will remind you that we have Diane's Mandarin coming up next as well. But this is only going to be $777 for the pair. And so let's see if I can get the other one off here with my left hand. And then we'll show you what we got. So last call on those, $777. And that's it. Really huge value if you like a great pair of turquoise earrings with a lot of carat weight. And that's going to be the way to go. So here they are matched up together. So you can see here are the two. That set is perfectly matched, matrix free. Nothing. That's what's so great. There's no matrix at all. It's just all that perfect sleeping beauty that we love in 4.5 carats in each particular oval. So those are 7, yeah. Oh, sure, Linda, you got it. All right, so Linda, let me show that. She got the slice, I'm assuming, right? You got it. So here you go, Linda. This is going to be for you. So get ready to take your photograph of the Brazilian, the 3 carat 13. Then we're going to talk a little bit more about Diane's request there in the Mandarin. But this is the, here you go, Linda. And just I'll pop up the graphics one more time. 1123106. So yes, really, really important look there. And there it is. That's the 313. And that is going to be right out to you. Once we get it sized for you, it's going to be right out to you. And let me know what you think when you get it, because it is so rare. And again, I don't know how many people in the world are ever going to have 3 carat plus Paraiba from Brazil, but you are one of the lucky ones, Linda. So thank you so much on that. And then let's get to this. Diane's request here is that Mandarin garnet. Now, Diane, what we did here was we added some yellow and white diamonds to it, and we've got an elongated. This is that true bright orange color. It's not the deeper reds or the deeper browns. It's got a lot of just pure neon orange to it. And then it's going to be 1122222. So the deuces are wild, and it's 14 karat gold. And so yes, we put in the 2 tones of the diamonds there. We've got the yellow and the white diamonds together. You've got the Mandarin, which is a bigger size at a carat 77. And we're going to have 28 points in yellow diamonds and 74 points in white diamonds. And all that for one, whoa, newly reduced price. And this is a good one. So the very first caller, and then yeah, we're going to have a diamonds by the yard in our longest length ever coming up next for Barbara's request. And I have a feeling a lot of you will like Barbara's request. But here we go with our ring, $14.99 for a Mandarin garnet that's a carat 77 and with the yellow and the white diamonds. And then we'll do our hoop recap a little bit later so you can see those. We got a couple of gold hoops for you as well. This one's got to go on the hand though, so you can see that elongation of that piece. That is so well done. To have a little bit more elongation in oval is pretty rare. And then of course the yellow and the white diamonds together just on the one side, just to give it a little bit of difference and designer kind of custom feel every single time. You always see a lot of halos, right? There's a lot of halos out there, but to do the double halo where one side is going to be the yellow and then continuing down the sides is really well done there. So that'll be $14.99, verifying on that one. Then we've got the longest diamonds by the yard. It's the matinee length that we do. It's the one and only length that we do like it. And this one is gone. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Let's go to the hand here and bring you 1110473. So this is a little bit tougher to show you because I can only show you pieces at a time. It is a full, watch this, it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. It is the 36-inch length. This is that beautiful matinee length of necklace that we love, where the diamonds, I'm going to go ahead and double it up. You can triple it up if you play with the lengths that you incorporate. Let me just show you how beautiful this is. It's like, a lot of people will do this. They'll get a couple diamonds by the yard over time, and they'll start putting them on together. A layered look. But you could just get this one necklace and have that look whenever you want it. That's the fun part about having this length to play with. You can really get creative the different ways you wear it. Check this out. It is 55 points in diamonds. It's our one and only 36-inch length, and what I've done is just double it up here. Obviously, you could go shorter and longer. You could make the lengths really even. You can do whatever you wish. You've got a clasp. You know, a lot of times with necklaces in this length, they're just going to leave it, and you can easily put it over your head. Now, you can still do that if you want to, but we make sure and add the clasp because we want you to be able to do that wraparound design and create it in double length if you want to, and get that layered effect that we love so much right now in jewelry. So let me just go ahead and show you up close though, so you can see these diamonds, because obviously the diamonds, they're a little bit furtherly spaced apart than other necklaces we do. There you can still see the diamonds, and we still gave you adjustability like 34 and 35 and 36 as well. Why? Because then you can play even more and really fine tune your adjustability to it. So this is a request for Barbara. Anybody can get one as long as you call quickly, because we don't have that many to go around. This is that open front and back bezel that we love. The chain is diamond cut. Feel free to layer it, wrap it, do whatever you wish, because this is that freedom to play. The diamonds are large individually. Let me show you. We've got white, yellow, and rose gold available. Look at that. That's just, again, the doubling effect, where the diamonds are about 2.5 inches apart. So they're going to be a little more spaced, which may just give you a little more, I think, kind of a casual feel to it, but play with it as you want. More versatility than any one Diamonds by the Yard we offer, and it's only $799 to get it to you. So that's a great request, and that's the long one. So if you want just, again, ease of putting it over your head, and you like longer lengths, like dear friend of mine, she wears a long necklace every single day without fail. It doesn't matter if she's dressy or casual, because she knows it's a very flattering look. And so she'll wear like a lot of higher necklines, and then she'll put on that one long length necklace, and how flattering it is because elongating. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Diane. Did she love that mandarin? Perfect. Oh, I'm so glad. That was it Diane P by any chance? Yes. Oh, it was. Wonderful. Good. Right on with my requesters today. We're on the same wavelength. Great. Well, Diane, thank you for shopping with us. Has she been rather new or recent with us, Jess? I hadn't seen her name until more recently, but she's a newer shopper with us? Wonderful. Well, welcome, Diane, and I hope you're enjoying the pieces you've been receiving so far. And congrats on the mandarin. I think you'll love it. And then here's our Diamonds by the Yard, but it's the extra long length. So we still give you, let me show you the spring ring closure here. These are the 3 lengths. You're probably used to seeing this. Most of our DBTYs do have this adjustability, but there you can see the O-rings that are going to have. So it's going to be, again, 34, 35, and 36 inches. Just helps you fine tune it if you need to. And then to put it on, you can just simply pop it on over your head. You can wear it one long length, or you can double it up. So have some fun with it. I love the idea of wearing one like at a choker length and then the rest draping long. So that's going to be white, yellow, or rose gold. And I know it's, let me show it against the neckline just so you get the size perspective. Obviously, the longer length is going to sit a little bit lower than this, but this is where, at least from a distance, you can see, and look at how much we're playing with here. That's a lot of necklace, and it's a lot of gold. So for $7.99, it's remarkable. But do you see how at least the spacing of the diamonds? Now, truth is, they don't go all the way around. They're meant to be, if you wear it the long length, let me show you. The clasp and closure is right off to the right-hand side of your screen there. And then the diamonds don't actually start till right about here and here. So there's a little bit where you have your adjustability. There's usually going to be that extra length, and then through the back there. So we don't have the diamonds go all the way around. They're meant to be, if you are wearing it at that one longer length, they're meant to just be really around like 3/4 of the necklace. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's going to be $7.99. So Barbara, thank you for that request, and anybody who'd like one can get one. It definitely is perfect for gifting too. Think Mother's Day or maybe a little belated Valentine's Day. I can't guarantee we're going to get it to you in time, but it would be great for that too. Yeah. The Trillion Blue Zircon. How about right now? You got it. Marcy, right? Marcy, let's show it now for you. You got it. Thank you so much, Marcy, for letting me know. It's our blue zircon, Trillion, that I did flash early on in the show. And so we'll show that next. Diamonds by the Yard, longer length, still going out. Let's get to it. 1123-113 coming up right now. And yeah, it's pretty eye-catching, isn't it? It is. It's a beauty, and it's big. These are presentation-grade blue zircons. They're oftentimes known as starlight blue zircons. Presentation grade implies the material, and I know we're busy on those DBTYs, so just because we moved on doesn't mean you can't get one. You can. Absolutely, yes, get one of those Diamonds by the Yard necklaces. But this is beckoning, right? It's just saying, let me see the world, because we've seen blue zircons. We've had our fair share. But what we don't normally see is a 9 carat 89 set in 18 karat gold. And that is what we have here. A gorgeous, saturated, you know, these can struggle with inclusions, not this stone. Bright as can be, neon blues, kind of like what we could see out of just a very sparse few Paraibas. Sometimes Paraibas can give this color. Here's the way to go. This is a mined out stone out of Cambodia. Thrilled to bring it to you. It also happens to have a 9 karat 89 center stone with 88 points in diamonds, and we'll take you on a tour and walk you through it and go all the way around so you can see how amazing this is. But it is one for the ages. And when you see how it's finished with all that 18 karat gold, I think you're going to be very impressed. It is just special. And when we've got this fancy cut, yes, you could call it a trillion, but it's got a much more rounded corner than a trillion usually has. So it's almost like it's a trillion meets a pear shape, almost like the proportion of a heart shape, but does not have the specific cleft. So keep all that in mind as we look at the 18 karat gold, and then there you can see, look at that finishing. I know it needs some rhodium on the inside there, but look at this. It's a really, really, I mean, that's part of the sizing process, is that everything that's rhodium finished, like all of our white gold, and here's what it looks like on. By the way, I can't decide which way I like to orient it on the hand, but it's a little bigger size right now. So again, if you need a bigger size, oh, actually it's not that big. No, hold on. The size on the bag does not seem to be the size that it is. So I'm going to just reference that real quick. Yeah, it says it's a 7. It's actually an 8 right now. So just keep that in mind. But again, we're sizing, so it doesn't really matter. But take a look at how beautiful and bright that is from a distance away. And we're going to blow it out. Best I can do. $14,999. I'll skip it. We've got a really special piece, and obviously these stones are extinct. I'm going to flip it around, of course, because I would do that with a pear shape. So I'll do it here with this kind of like fancy freeform pear trillion heart sort of, you know, blend together, if you will. But look how bright it is. Just really incredible. And then we'll walk you through how there are actually 3 rows of pave on the sides. It's a double halo up top. Sits really, I mean, you can see it's pronounced. It's a very bright stone. It's bright, it's bold in its size. It's really just an extraordinary example of blue zircon. And there it is from another angle. And look at the details on the sides too. You've got those perpendicular sections where certain diamonds are actually set in their own channels around the piece. So it's really well done. And the prongs almost disappear because they're all accentuated by another set of diamonds there. You see how the diamonds are going to extend out from the corners where the prongs are. It just is fabulous. And you don't have to pay $15,000. We've got one. It stays in white gold. And I'm going to make this under $10,000. And I love the idea of $99.99, but it's been the story all day today is about serious extra reductions. You'd think this was the biggest sale event day of the entire history of the company, right? But instead of $9,000, I know we need a deal. We need to make it a better deal than that. So I'm going to go ahead and help you out. We're going to do better than even 9 or 8 or 7. And I was going to just leave it at $69.99, but if you'd really like to have this, and you really want one of the prize of our, and we've had more blue zircon, I would say, than most, right? Wouldn't you agree? We've had a lot more of it than you ever usually see out there. I'm going to make it $5,999 instead. So that's for one caller. Then we're going to recap our hoop earrings and our turquoise collar. So we make sure that everyone gets their favorites there. And then I know we're in last call on the hoops, and we are in last call on the collar. And then we've got, yes, we do. We have a beautiful amethyst for February to celebrate the February birthstone. And then we've got some pink and white diamond earrings, and anything else you'd like to see. If you got requests, get them in. We have our last 35 minutes upon us. So it's the time to let me know. And then let me show you the 2 varieties, because this is where both were on separately earlier in the show, and I really wanted to put them together so you can see, boy, the mirror polish on these is just stunning. It's nothing like a beautiful, large gold hoop. And yet we're going to show them just to recap them for about 60 seconds here, because we have the round hoops, which are looking like this. This is the big 1.5-inch round, all mirror finished, cylindrical style, and beautifully done so that they're comfortable. And then we also had a smaller 1-inch that were more square meets rectangular meets oval. And you can see here, we've got 2 options. So they're all just within $100 of each other. So whichever one you like, 1.5-inch perfect round that are classic, or you can go here, which is a little more updated of a shape. and they're more of that oval kind of style. Oval meets square because there's almost a squared off finish to the sides. We're going to do those for either the big ones are going to be $4.99 and the smaller are $3.99. So two great options in hoops that I know you're always begging for, so we're so glad to have just a few pairs of those, and they're 14 karat gold no matter which one you choose. Only yellow gold offered here on the hoops today, and we'll give those 60 seconds just to recap them. So I felt like maybe if you missed out that first hour, wanted to give you some options here in what we might have for you in the hoop department as far as no diamonds, because usually when we see hoops, they're all done up in diamonds, usually inside out. This is going to be that sleek, mirror finished, all highly polished finishing so that they look great from every single angle. And again, $4.99 for the back. That's the right side. That's the bigger version. They're 1.5 inches round, all with post and butterfly backings. And then only $3.99 if you like this more squared off 1-inch style. That's going to give you more of an oval meets a rectangular look. So see how it's all rounded cylindrical style hoop, but then oval from the front because it's longer than it is wide, but then it's got that almost more squared off kind of style. So $4.99 for the 1.5 inch round, or $3.99 for that squoval style. And then we'll show you the last of the turquoise color as well, and then last call on anything in the show because it's now down to about 32 minutes left. Amethyst in a fancy cut. So if you already have amethyst, great, we all do. We probably, I don't know if there's, I would be highly surprised if there's anybody watching right now that doesn't have an amethyst. I would be surprised. But if you want better color, you want beautiful, bright, and a specialty cut, that's the one you may not have. So we're going to bring that out for our February. We're already into the, 10th day of the month here. And so that means we're well into February, except we have to celebrate a little bit of the best of the February birthstones. So just want to recap those. Hoop earrings in solid gold. Love having them. We just don't see them very often. And then here it comes. This is the fancy cut amethyst that we'll show you here. Item number is going to be 1113584. And it looks good because it's not just giving you purple or lavenders. It's got purples and blues and reds, but that is a 5.5 carat fancy cut, kind of like a marquise cut, but it's not just the points at the top. It's got decidedly bright points and really distinctive points all the way around the entire shape of the piece. So it's really well done. Now you can choose your gold color. How about we choose the white, the yellow, or the rose? That's totally up to you. There's a couple of nice diamonds here on the sides that create 12 points of diamond weight, but they're actually like a little chevron design that wraps around your prong that meets up with the very side. So the prongs are going to be north, east, south, and west, just to really let them just disappear and show off the shape of the stone. But it's white, yellow, or rose, and it's just for a couple of you. So really special cutting here. Nowhere else are you going to find it. It's an exclusive to us. We have, the family here that is, been in the gem world for like 6 generations. They have really good cutters that they've worked with that are usually also generational, meaning that, one gem family will be in the cutting business, and then it'll be, the tradition will be passed along through the different generations. And so it's such a very specific skill set that you don't find a lot of people who are really master gem facetors, and yet we work with some of the best, which is why every now and then you'll see these really cool cuts up here that you're not going to find even from big designers. And this is our version, and there's a little bit of mill grain. See the little texture where the gold basket meets the stone? So a little extra detail there, and a $19.99 specialty cut ring that no longer is. We're going to make it really affordable for you, and if you'd like one, white, yellow, rose, totally up to you, but this is going to be better than even $1,000. So how about that, to get you a really important high quality stone, a great color here with the purples, the blues, and the reds. That's when you know it's quality material, when you start to see richness like that, saturation like that has. It's not even $9.99. Forget about that when we've got a 5.5 carat super high-end stone, fancy cut, and look what it pays off in a beautiful light return. You get different types of play of the light from the faceting. They kind of play and they dance and they work together. So it doesn't look like your pear shape. It doesn't look like your round. It's really super exotic. And it's only going to be $888 instead. So you get a huge value. And what our vow to you is that, yeah, we don't see a lot of amethyst, but when we do bring it out and when we do see it, it's going to be that top quality. And that certainly is. So huge value there. Gold hoops are still here if you'd like them. Tanzanite drops are here. We had opal studs earlier. We have a fawn diamond, the beautiful Alexandrite that was brought up by request, the gorgeous Tourmaline, the blues and the greens of the Tourmaline pear-shaped in the pendant. Don't miss that. $29.99. We had a major value there. So any questions you have, last call on the show. I got to show you our last turquoise collar. This is the necklace. I never dreamed we would ever see this last more than 5 seconds. And I cannot believe we're 2 hours and 32 minutes in and this one is still here. We had 2, we have 1 left. And this is going to be our turquoise collar, item number 1123020. Did you miss it? It's the stunning 9 carats 30 of complete round match turquoise all the way through a collar. Tony, I'm going to leave that Brazilian amethyst behind and we're going to show this real quick because I just wanted to recap it. Just for anybody who maybe join us a little bit later in the show. Busy Saturdays are about that. Everyone's been probably doing some party planning today, right? Maybe running to the store to get all the necessities, right? Here's what we have for you. 16 inches, solid gold. It's 14K yellow only. Look at the back. That's a lot of gold that is going to make this the complete style that does not flip or turn, sits properly on the neckline. Now it is 16 inches, so I can't extend it, and that I know is probably one of the issues here. If you need a 17 or an 18, my apologies, this is only 16 inches. But if you like a true collar length, because collars are really meant to sit at the base of the neckline, and if that works for you, then this is the one to grab. And it's not going to be that $59.99 price. I kid you not, this has been a day of reduced prices. There may not be a big old banner that says sale event, but this is a sale event. No question about it. That's a $59.99 necklace. It is no longer. There's only one left. That's it. Solid yellow only. Let me show it to you up against the neckline. Because I think that's really important is to see those colors. And I'm talking about the consistency of all that color. Look at that all the way around. I'm showing you the entire necklace because it's got that insert closure. I want you to see side to side, top to bottom, how consistent these beads are and how when that's on, there's nothing that's overdone about it. I don't think that's a piece you're saving even for a dressy occasion. I think we hear gemstone collar and we think once a year I'm gonna wear it. Maybe once or twice a year because they're really dressy, especially when they're in diamonds. This, I don't know. I think it could be worn all the time. And those are natural Sleeping Beauty rounds. All of them consistent, matrix free, beautiful color. It's bright. I mean, that's what I love is that this isn't that faded looking light pastel color. It is a bright, beautiful, intense blue green. And that's what turquoise is about. And it's $1,999 for a collar in all gold. I don't know about you, but when you're shopping a lot of gold like this is, there it is from the back, where do you get all that gold for under $2,000? And let's take a look at it up close too, because I want you to see the quality. That's what it's all about. The consistency, the quality of the turquoise, that beautiful look that's all the way around. I do want to point out it's got an insert closure and a fold under style safety. So that's where you get that sleek kind of design. When you've got that little ridge bar there, that's where it opens up. And then that fold under style. We see this sometimes in tennis bracelets, but that's going to be instead of a figure-8 safety catch, that's going to be what keeps it extra super secure. So $19.99 for a gem collar like that. That's amazing. And here it is again on the hand. So you can see it from that perspective, from a little bit of a distance away, and a beautiful look. So $19.99, final 30 seconds there. Still has some amethyst for you. And then I'm going to go ahead and put up some beautiful bright Colombian emerald earrings. They're on the way next. So we're going to go from blue greens to just a pure bright Colombian emerald, amazing green that you have here. I'm really excited about these because emeralds are tricky to get clarity. So let's keep on going. Again, that's the necklace to own. For my turquoise lovers, anybody who, if you do have the turquoise by the yard, this would be great layered up with it. I actually think it layers with just so many things. When you have a more substantial collar like this, that has that really good kind of solid type of look where there's not like a big link between it or any space between your stones, I think it really is a great anchor piece for layering. That's what I think. Like it kind of just is what balances everything else out. So whether you're wearing longer drapey necklaces like our diamonds by the yard, whether you're wearing your favorite pendant, whether you're wearing your dog tag, your initial style, your cross pendant, your other diamond collar, that's going to be such a great layering piece. And then I like to go smaller to larger. So maybe this does sit at that highest point at 16 and then you layer your longer pieces and your larger pieces below it. But here we go back at the close up so we can show you some emerald earrings that are on the way. 112-2986 coming right up. And they're emeralds and they're diamonds and they're bright rounds and they've been on the air one time. They were $1,888 and that's where they stayed. They also stayed in our vault, and now they get to come out again, and it's like a little star design meets a floral design, and they're good size emeralds, bright rounds that is always more rare to get. 50 points total weight in your emeralds, 28 points in diamonds, and I'm going 0 to start, $100 increments, whatever you want to do. Let's come in, though. Normal depth here is right here, and you can see how bright those stones are. We're not shying away from those emeralds. Those emeralds are bright and beautiful, and they are very intense. And we have got our last call now, 24 minutes in the show. So this is a 0 to start auction. It's a no reserve auction. It means that you've got a really legitimate chance of scooping these up for a fraction of what they should ever be. They're, like I said, they've been a lot of money before, they stayed. So now, let's make it a point to move them out. Now, if you want white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, they're in yellow now, so yellow is going to be pretty easy. We put them in a box and send them to your house. White and rose we can do for you, and we have $100. Thank you so much. $100. I tried this earlier in the day, too, and we saw a really, really good value. So $200. Thank you. $200 we have. 300. 2 bidders only. That's what we had in the last auction, by the way. It was 2 bidders. We had 2 bidders. And so here, now we're at 2 bidders, but we started at nothing, and you got 4? $400 now. $400. We've got 4 to Tim's caller over here. Anybody want to go 5, 6, or more? Maybe they're thinking about $1,000, $2,000. You're making your own price, so all I can do is say, hey, it's going to be no reserve. So whatever it goes for, and it looks like we're stuck at $400. That I did not expect. $500. There we go. We got 500 to Jess's caller back there. And it's, Tim, you verifying still? I know Allison's bidder's out. They're out. We're looking at last, no way, 1 bidder? 1 left. All right, Jess, who do you have there? Francine. We're looking for $600. We have 5. It's last call. We're going to give it a final 2 minutes. No reserve auctions on a day like today have been really interesting. And it's paying off. Big dividends when it comes to saving. So Colombian emeralds matched up. There's a reason why we don't just see a lot of emerald earrings. They're really tough to match. Really a struggle. We've got 2 perfect rounds. These are diamond cut. You don't usually, why do we see emerald cut so popular with emeralds? Because usually that's the only way they like to work with it, because you have a very included stone by nature. So typically that means you can't do fancy cuts like this. A diamond cut may be common for diamonds. It's not common with emeralds, because the emeralds, the way they grow and their crystal structure and their hazy and cloudy inclusions and all that, their natural inclusions mean they don't usually actually allow it to be cut in round brilliance like this. But when it happens, magic happens. You're seeing clarity, you're seeing glow, you're seeing, is that brilliance from an emerald? Yeah. You're seeing poppity pop pop firework effects of brilliance from a stone that never gives brilliance. And there are diamonds all the way around it. 28 points in diamonds. These stones are 50 pointers. You know what I didn't do? Didn't even try them on the ear yet. And you're probably thinking they're microscopic. Before I give it a clock, let's take a look at the measurement, and then let's take a look at them on the ear so you can see them that way, and then we'll give it a clock. And the post is going to be at the top of this star-like design you see there. It's going to be a post and butterfly backing. We're shopping fine jewelry here for $500. These are not simulated. They're not synthetic. They're not. 3/8 of an inch top to bottom, point to point there. And that's how they're going to sit, because remember that post is at the top. So they're going to sit just like this. Then I'm going to pop one on the ear for you. Any gold you want, that's up to you. We're looking for $600. We have 5. This is crazy good. And let's take a look at them on really quickly here so you can see how they look from a distance away. Yes. Now that's a good emerald. That is a bright, super clean, love the round, love that it's bright as it is. I mean, that's a powerful emerald. Colombian, best of the best. Don't forget it's Muzo Colombian as well. This is a Muzo mine. That's what gives you that intense color. That's what gives you, of course, the clarity is what's giving you that beautiful brightness you're seeing. And we're going to give it a final 2 minutes now that you've seen them on. At least we've gotten all the details we need. So let's go back up close and take a look at them side by side and see if we have $600 or more with our final 2 minutes now, just about to wrap up. And then the show is just about to wrap up. So, and look at all those diamonds, by the way, at the points. Those corners have a little bit larger. See how it's smaller diamonds in between, and then the points or the corners have the bigger? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Nadira. Nope. Did you guys notice I haven't mentioned the mystery stone once today? Yet, I know we've been getting a lot of guesses in the phone bank. I know I've had a lot of you blowing up my messenger, meaning like, what's that called? Facebook Messenger, right? Making guesses. I have not even mentioned it today, but there is, guys, something started on Thursday where I showed you a stone, and I told you it was a stone we'd never had before. And, oh, and now YouTube's guessing too. So Chris, it's going to be unveiled tomorrow. It's not sunstone. It's not a diamond. What did you just guess? You just guessed what? Kunzite? Kunzite? No. I had some guesses earlier. Guys, you got it. And I'm trying to think. I know tomorrow is the big day, right? Big game, big day. But we're pre-partying, right? So it's my 8th Super Sunday with you guys. 8th, right? Yeah, it's my 8th. And it's one of my favorite days to host of the entire calendar year. So please join me because it's always a good time. It's always a good time. I just have to decide which team I'm going to represent with my colors tomorrow. Oh, that's easy. Never mind. Red and red. That's why I didn't wear red today, y'all, because, you know, I was supposed to wear red today. I'm sure everyone's mad I didn't wear red today for Lunar New Year, but see, I'm wearing red Wednesday and wearing red tomorrow, so, you know, it's going to be a lot of red. You know me, I don't wear things twice in a row. So anyway, so yes, tomorrow. Now, a couple years ago, I got to wear my Rams jersey and got to be all decked out. That won't be this year. I don't have a dog in the fight, as they say, this year, but we're going to be having a good time tomorrow. So there's a grand reveal. Not only is it the big game, but we're pre-partying, and we will have the grand reveal, finally, of that stone, the mystery stone that everybody's been guessing. So yes, that's tomorrow. And we'll probably do it right at the beginning of the show, okay? We're going to do it right away. So if you're not tuned in at 10 a.m. Pacific time, you're probably going to miss it. But because I don't want to, you know, keep you all in any more suspense. So do we have $600? Yes, no? Sold. Congratulations. Bye. All right, let's do this. We've got a yellow diamond ring. And have you noticed? I used to have 2 and 3 yellow diamonds per show with you guys. And 2 to 3 per show, 5 shows a week. Well, you know, that was basically, I would have like 15 to 20 a week. And now we've basically not seen many yellow diamonds. So I wanted to bring out something that was for everybody, because that's not because I'm not showing them to you. It's because we don't have big yellow diamonds anymore. And so what I wanted to bring you was something that is 112-2986. No, that was the last one. Let's try 112-3008, which is our men's, ladies, anybody can wear it, wedding band, whatever. Could be a thumb ring, pinky ring, does not matter. It is a 50-point yellow diamond. That's why I got confused. 50 points in the last piece, 50 points in this one. VS, brilliant oval. Bezel set in a band. Now, I say bezel in a band. It's technically burnished, but it's technically bezel set. It's both, because the bezel is part of the band. So it's kind of a little bit redundant there, but it's all finished on the inside. So there's a lot of heavy gold weight. Let's take a look at the depth of the gold you're getting, the width of the gold. It just tapers, but slightly. So there's still a lot of gold all the way around. You've got the finishing. All that we did was carve out our kind of designer insignia there. That's our TVON logo that's on the inside on either side. So we're still going to size it to any size you need. It is going to be one of those values that is one of the also last ways to get a big important yellow diamond on its own, and we are thrilled to bring it to you. So welcome into our last 15 minutes. If you have any final requests or anything you want to check on availability, it's a shocking how many pieces we still have for a Saturday. Usually I have nothing, and today we've got a turquoise collar and some hoop earrings and all of our brand new, a lot of our brand new still here. So an exciting day to pick up what you need, but this one is good. It's one of those universal styles, and I think it also makes a great wedding set alternative. I think it makes a great wedding band. You know, everyone's coming to me looking to get engaged, and they're all needing help and advice, and where do I go, and what do I do, and do I get color, do I get diamonds, where do I go? Here would be something that could be the wedding band for a man as well as a lady. It really is a universal style, totally unisex. Anybody could wear it. I really do believe you can wear it anywhere on the hand too. I mean, from pinky ring all the way to a thumb ring, either way you want to go. It is dynamic though, but it still gives you one of the rare stones in the world, which is the yellow diamond. That, by the way, is natural. We don't sell the treated and the heated and the weird, all those weird funky treatments that are out there that are everywhere. We don't sell those. We only sell the natural, real from the earth. Not only is it a real diamond, not lab grown, because everybody's turning to lab grown these days, and that's because people make 500% margins. Listen, if there was a business that I could do where I was making 500% margins as well, you know what? I think I'd do that too. That's why everybody is bombarding you with lab grown, lab grown, lab grown, telling you it's the best thing in the world. There's huge profit margins on it. I mean, someone's got to say it. Okay, it's me. I said it. There's huge profit margins, which is why everybody's got it. That's all anyone's selling anymore, pretty much, right? Every jewelry store, every catalog, every designer, everywhere. It's kind of infiltrated and it's pervasive in the jewelry world now. And that's because, again, huge margins. So it really is one of those things where if you can get a natural diamond and one that is a natural color that is exotic, and you're spending less than you would spend for even a fake stone, I say, go for it. And that's what this is, because instead of $29.99, great value if you're buying a natural yellow diamond anywhere else, but what we do is different. And so whether you want to get a little wedding set upgrade, maybe you want the wedding band, maybe you're thinking, I've always wanted a yellow diamond, never thought I could afford one. Here it is right now, and here's what it looks like on the hand. And then you've got smooth as silk, so even though it's not a, you know, sits real close, you can see the depth of gold it has, plenty of gold there, but it's not going to be something that has prongs. So you can wear it with ease, nothing sharp, nothing to catch on anything. This is what you want to wear every single day of your life. And whether, like I said, pinky ring, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb ring, it's great anywhere on the hand, I promise you that. And we're going to make it easy. It's not even $19.99, and this is one of our last. By the way, can we add something to this, Tony? It's a VS yellow diamond. I don't want anyone to think that, oh, maybe they're giving us an upgrade in the color, but now it's not such a good clarity grading. It is. It's a VS stone still. So you've still got a VS brilliant cut oval diamond, and the only caveat is it's yellow gold only. That's it. I can't do the white gold on this one. It's just as it is. So let's make it $999 instead. $999. Topping the best price on a band out there, and yet you're getting this really, really big 50-pointer in the center wrapped in gold. That's what it looks like from a distance. How great is that? What do you think? $999 for a band. That's a heavy band. This is not teeny tiny like tissue paper thin, dental floss thin, you know, all those terms that we use for most gold bands that really are those either they're very thin, usually if it's wider like this, it's very thin, it doesn't have a lot of depth to it, or it's just a very thin scale and thin width. Like, that's not what we're doing here. We're supporting this diamond properly with the gold weight that it deserves, with a band that you could wear for 40, 50, 60 years and never wear through it. My grandmother did that twice. That just means she lived a very, very good life, right? She lived a long, beautiful life. She was married at a young age. She lived till she was well into her 90s, and she wore through her wedding band twice, meaning the gold was thinner in the back, and so she, from wearing it every single moment of every single day, never took it off, she wore through it. You can't wear through this band. That's because it starts with that heavy gold weight, that substance, that thickness, that depth that we love that makes it a high quality ring to begin with. And it's only $9.99. We are busy on the lines. What a surprise, because hey, you know, everybody, TVON's giving away yellow diamonds. Exactly. That's what we're doing, because there is no way on this planet, I'm going to give you a millimeter size on the band. There's no way on the planet to get a gold band of that size for that price. No way. There is no way. So the fact that it really is a free natural 50-point diamond here that you're getting a 50-point yellow diamond for free, because that band anywhere else, look at the size, even at the narrow point in the back, is not narrow. Let me show it to you on the hand again, and I want to get you the millimeter size. That means the width. So usually this is how we measure gems. This is how we measure jewelry. We don't go in inches typically. This is wow. Well, that's a 7-millimeter width on that band. So from one side to the other, 7 millimeters. That's what I just measured there. 7 millimeters wide just by going like this and measuring it. That is a 7-millimeter width band. Forget about even, again, tapers a little bit so it's comfortable, but doesn't taper to nothing in the back. And I know we're extremely busy on the phone lines. What a great way to finish the show off when we have 9 minutes left with a band like this. That is, I'm telling you, anybody, I can't say that about most jewelry. I stand up here and show you hundreds of pieces of jewelry a day, and very rarely can I say, this is for everybody. No matter what your style, like, I'm very glam, right? I like glam stuff. I really am glam. I like to sparkle. I do all that. And I would wear this. Even the most conservative, if you're really modern, if you're into vintage, if you're into over the top, if you're into whatever style, and if you are a man or a woman, if you're younger or maybe you're a little more mature, Everybody can wear this band. Look at it as a thumb ring. I just really, not every ring. I mean, it's wide, but I think that could be a thumb ring. If you have a teeny tiny little thumb, maybe not, because it's kind of a wide band, but I still think it works as a thumb ring. It is the ring to own. Watch this on a index finger. Why not on the index finger? Why not? Big enough. It's wide enough. Listen, if it didn't have enough width, it could not be worn there, but it can be because it's got that nice 7mm width. And don't forget, it's deep too. There's a nice depth to the gold. We're extremely busy on the phone lines, as we should be. And I don't know why I'm zoomed so far back. I guess because I was always lifting it up. You know, you need a little extra room when you want to lift it up so you can see it at eye level. And excuse the fingerprints because I've been, handling it. But look at that. It's everything. That's an east-west set, beautiful oval, 50 point, although the same thing applies. When it's a yellow diamond and yellow gold and it's set in gold like this is with no prongs, it's hard to tell if it's a 1 carat. I mean, again, when this is on the hand, let me show it again there. What would you think? I mean, I know we got the graphic up there and we've been talking about it, but would you really be able to tell that that's not a 1 carat stone? The way it's set, this is why we're again saying yellow gold's that beautiful, rich way. I mean, it's a really bright yellow diamond. So I think that, showing it off in the yellow gold is the way to do it. The stone is even brighter than the 14K that it's set in. So this is really where it's a top quality yellow diamond because the color is so there. You've got a money back guarantee. So if you're a brand new shopper, and there have been a lot of you today who are brand new, I've heard all the calls. I've heard the calls going, this is a new experience. I've never seen a show like this. I've heard you out there. I've heard you guys on the phone lines. We have a ton of people finding TVON. Why? I don't know. But so many today finding us for the first time that are going, oh my gosh, this is a different way to shop. You mean I don't just have to buy a piece sight unseen because it spins on a wheel for 3 hours? No, you get a description, you get to know it, you get to really get all your questions answered here. You get a really good comprehensive description of what you're getting. You don't have to buy some so-so quality and then send it back. Like, you have that opportunity to try us. And yeah, for all intents and purposes, look at that price and go, that's too good to be true. That's not, I can't possibly. You got to try it, because once you do, you will find out why every shopper who has found TVON in the past has then declared and deemed this to be their home for jewelry shopping from here on out. Like, everybody says that. Once you discover TVON, you never need to go anywhere else to shop for your fine jewelry. Listen, if you need costume jewelry, sure, you got to go somewhere else. If you need fake stones, lab-grown stones, man-made stones, yeah, you got to go somewhere else. If you need CZs, yeah, you got to go somewhere else. But if you want fine jewelry, once you discover TVON, our quality, our values, you don't need to shop anywhere else for as long as you live. And that is what we're bringing you in a yellow diamond. This is a high-end natural stone, and what a way to cap off a Saturday when we have 6 minutes left. I would encourage you to also think about anything else that you might want to shop on from the 3 hours. Yeah. Which one? Oh, true to size, yes. This band is true to size, yes, absolutely. It's not going to be one you need to size up on, and it's got that right size. We actually, for the most part, these are rarely sized. They're usually made in your size, because obviously we never know if everyone's going to want a 5 that day, or if everyone's going to want a 10 or whatnot. So, and there's a lot of range, being that it's a unisex style. There's a lot of range that some people order this in a size 15, others get it in a size 3. So these are usually made custom. So the inner circumference is made to the size you need, is usually how this works. So that, if that helps. Don't expect this to necessarily go out like tomorrow, A, because it's Sunday, but B, because also they are usually custom made. We don't just make a billion of these and then hope that it's the sizes you all need. This is, again, one that's usually custom made. So we'll have a few sizes in stock, but we have the diamonds set aside that all match and are those VS gorgeous yellow diamonds, but they're usually made with that custom. And so that, again, if you need an exact 6 3/4, it's going to be made inside to match that ring size. So it's the perfect custom fit, right? We were talking about this earlier with clothing, about custom fitting things. Very rarely do things just, fit right off the rack, right? A lot of times you got to go get something tailored. And if you do, if you're always fitting into the, ready to wear, fantastic, lucky you, right? But for those, the rest of us who maybe need a little custom designing or whatever, this is where, that's kind of what this is done for you, but in jewelry, which normally is a very expensive process to have things custom made or bespoke for you. But here it is affordable as ever can be. $9.99, crazy busy on the phone lines. This may take us till the end of our show. Reminder, we are with us tomorrow. We are with you, not we are with us. I mean, we are with us, but you will hopefully be with us as we are here tomorrow for a Sunday that's very special. It's a Super Sunday, and I can't wait to join you. Truly, it is my favorite day of the entire year to host. I don't know why, just because I'm very excited about the game, because I'm a sports fanatic, and it's a fun day, whether you're into sports or not. Even if you're not a sports fanatic, usually it's a fun day. then it's about eating chips and dip or hanging out with friends and family or maybe having a margarita or, you know, watching some good ads or watching some good music or whatever it may be. All my friends are performing, so it's kind of fun. I have all the last 2 big games, I've been friends with the halftime performers, and I'm happy to say that tomorrow as well. So, you know, whether you're into music or commercials or fun or food or sports as well, it's a good day. So join us. We'll be pre-partying tomorrow from 10 to 1. Yes? Thank you, Cindy. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you for shopping. And so again, we are there's no interference tomorrow, by the way. So for those of you that really want to enjoy the festivities tomorrow, remember, there's a whole 2.5 hours between the end of our show and the beginning of that game. So just keep that in mind. So we'll be here to pre-party with you tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. as usual. And it's a lot of fun always. Plus we have that grand reveal, which I know we're all really, really excited about. So, and Mary, that's what, your 4th guess of the day? And no, that's not right either. And look, Tony's ready with the graphics already. Yeah, I'm bringing in some of my own props tomorrow as well. I'll be bringing in my my own footballs. I've got a pink one and a brown one that I'm going to be bringing those in. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. It's my truly favorite day of the year to host, and it's always a lot of fun. So who knows? Maybe we'll even have a little, I don't know, we're going to do a pool or something. We're going to place bets. I don't know. We'll have fun. It's going to be a great time. So as you're getting all the party time festivities prepped and planned, we'll be here for you to shop and celebrate together. So I hope you'll join me at 10 a.m. Right at the beginning of the show is when we'll do that gemstone reveal. Okay, so I won't make you wait any longer. I know I brought that out Thursday and it's killing everybody. So we'll bring that out. We'll have that mystery stone reveal at the top of the show, and we look forward to seeing you all then. We have 2 minutes left, and we still have yellow diamond bands going out the door. And like I said, there's still remarkably a few items from the 3-hour show is still here, like a turquoise collar and some gold hoops. So thank you all for playing along with all those guesses, by the way, on the new mystery stone. I'm so excited. Some of you did get it on Thursday, I will say. So congratulations. I know a couple of you did get it. So we'll have a lot of fun tomorrow. It's going to be the big Super Sunday. Can't wait. We'll see you there for 3 hours. We got shopping. We got brand new. We've got more. I've got more Brazilian Paraiba tomorrow as well. I do. I've got some of the smaller round stones for you in jewelry tomorrow. We've got some men's pieces. We've got, you never know what's going to happen. You never know. It's going to be a lot of fun. So join me tomorrow for that, and we'll be ready. And I can't wait. I just can't wait. There's so much more I can't tell you about tomorrow. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. That's 10 a.m. Pacific time. That is noon Central time. That is 1 p.m. Eastern time. Again, our show will be over well before the game begins. So we'll all be here. So enjoy the rest of the day on this Saturday. Thanks again for watching today, and thanks for shopping with us. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you. Special shout out to all of our brand new viewers today as well. And cannot wait to see you tomorrow for the big Super Sunday. It's going to be a ton of fun. So this is it. Last call. Try this on one more time before we go here. This is the must-have. Truly, you need to have one of these. Even if you gift it, you could gift it. And I know they may not be there for Valentine's Day, but this would still be a great belated Valentine's Day gift for a loved one. It really could be worn by anybody and everybody anywhere on the hand. If you're not sure about what size, take your best guess, because they're going to be able to wear it somewhere on the hand. Thanks again for joining us. Keep calling. We'll be here for a few minutes, taking your calls, taking your orders. We'll help you out. Same phone number. Make sure you call, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10. Don't forget, we will kick it off at 10 a.m. and we got the gem reveal. I'm Lauren Blair. See you tomorrow. Yes. Oh, good. You know what? I've been hearing from so many people who are getting their nail bangles and loving them. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Thank you, Sheila. I'm happy to hear that.